Sweet. Hey, everyone. No, I'm not late, first of all. That's how we have to start it? Guys, we're all here. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to try to get everyone who has joined so far. Let's see. We have, from the beginning... Yo, okay. Deckle Harrell. Hi. Sploosh, obviously. Fuzzy, there we go. King Bay Edits. Ultra. Ty Guy. Wait, what? I'm sleeping right now. Huh? Oh, okay, wait. Ty is not going to be here. Gaming Goji, yes. By the way, you are a mod. That was... Yeah, I was trying something out, and then, I don't know, it just worked out, so that's why. Right, then, who do we have? Da-da-da. Spares, let's go. Varian, welcome. My bot is here. Refi the Disappointment. That is a crazy name. Ryan. Okay, I think I got everyone. Hey, everyone, though. This is crazy. Orion as well. Guys, I'm actually really excited to do this. 2 reasons. One reason, I actually managed to finish editing my next video for Tuesday. So there's that. Other reason, we're actually getting to do the full character tier list. Is this season 6 only? No, this is going to be for all of the series, okay? So here are all the characters. I just took one of the things that someone else already made, and it looked like there were enough characters to have at least, you know, a good while we're doing this. I'm going to be honest right now. I have not thought about this too much yet. There are a few characters where I've made like a few thoughts to it because I thought, you know, I need to come somewhat prepared, but I thought it would be the best if we just go in completely blind and we base it all on, well, what we're going to talk about, okay? If you put a theory lower than okay, I will end you. Ooh. Where's Ithari? Let's see. E. Ithari. So if I put him here, not that good? Alright, also, based on these things right here, this is what came with the pre-made thing. Do we want to change, like, what the categories are? Or do we want to add more categories? Right now... Okay, I'm looking at it right now, and there are, like, there's one that is positive. This one is already, like, not that positive. And then we have neutral. And then, like, 2 not very great. Make an S tier. Change to the letter tier. Yeah. I think we're just gonna go with the letter tier list, because here, if we go A... Actually, I want another one. Is there a way to add one? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really, Okay, you know what? We'll go A, B, C, and we'll go with F. We'll go straight away D, F. Yeah, we don't have one more. Is there a way to add one? Okay, add row below. That works. Okay, then this one will go up, and this will be D. And what color do you want this? This needs to be like... what's easy to see, but like clear that this is not it? I guess gray is nice. We'll have gray. A should be like... No, you know what? A should be red. S should be purple. B will have orange. And then less... Oh. No. Oh my word, this is weirdly confusing. Less orange, and then D. Does this look good? Dull gray for worst tier makes sense. Yeah, no. Soren should have his own category. I'm not gonna lie. I think so. B is for blue. Yeah, but at the same time, that doesn't really work. Sorry you're late. No, you're not late at all. We haven't even started yet, Edith. You're all good. You're all good. Yeah, no, my color theory class. The question is, do we go like... No, I actually... No. I like the darker gray. All right, this looks good. I like this. I like this. I'm thinking if this should be green though. I think green just looks nicer. Does this green look nicer? No, but that should be... Now I'm thinking if that should be... Oh no, I have so many different things that I wanted. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna keep it like this, and this is how we're gonna have it, okay? Nabil, how you doing, man? Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through character by character. We probably won't do it in order of the... Actually, maybe we will. We'll see how, like, in what order we do it. It doesn't necessarily have to go in this order that is shown here. We'll just pick one out, see what we think about them. We got 20 people watching. That's kind of crazy. All right, now I'm kind of nervous though. I'm joking. Well, welcome everyone. This is going to be a very interesting time we're going to have here. Obviously, with every character, you're very welcome to share your thoughts as well, especially if you disagree. Okay? That's fine. You're allowed to disagree. I just need to tell you right now, you're incorrect if you disagree. No, I'm joking. But you're always allowed to say whatever you want. Hey, you got a whole classroom judging him? Yeah. Fun fact, by the way, I have actually taught before. I taught a full year. So I do know what it's like having a whole classroom judging me. But yeah, I've never had them judge me about my opinions on the Dragon Prince. So yeah, this will be an interesting one. Hey was a teacher. Yeah. That's actually that's one of the things I was wanting to study. But that's not for right now. By the way, for everyone that is here right now and hasn't joined yet, we also have a Discord that's in the description. You can have the link and you can join the Discord. I'm just going to put that out there right now already before we start. So yeah. Raylam should have their own character category? No, they should not. And you can't do Wordle? Oh, well, like... Teaching and doing Wordle doesn't have anything to do with it, but I did actually teach English literature, so must have been a substitute that every... No, I was actually like a full-time teacher. I wasn't even just a substitute. Now you're gonna join the Discord? Nice. Yeah, but anyway, we could talk about that for a long time. Now, one more thing before we fully start. Once we're done with this, we have one Kahoot that Sploosh made, and we have Wordle, obviously, that we have to do. If there's like more time or whatever, then we'll see what we do. But I'm gonna guess that this is gonna take a while, so we won't worry about that now. Wait, hey, you were a teacher? Yeah, I was a teacher. I taught for a year. Should we have a rank? Yes, for single episode characters. No, not necessarily. I think single episode characters, we still rank them because, like, some I think are cool for their single episodes, some I think aren't. So like, okay, you know what, we'll just start. And we'll start with a single episode character, which would be... Here, we have Andromeda. This is one of the Moonshadow Elves. That we see in... I guess it's technically not a single episode, because we see her in episode 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I lied. But this is one of the Moonshadow Elves. We don't get to know anything about them. They're just kind of there. And I think this is... Because they're not a bad character. I think this is like low B or high C, right? So yeah, I think mainly anything that we would be judging off of her is that, like, you know, her design. And her design is pretty cool, that is true. So I guess with the design, it would have to go in B, but I don't want to put it any higher. Because, so, for the categories, by the way, we're taking into consideration a few things. One is generally if the character is, like, overall good or bad. Like, I think some things are a bit objective. A big part of it is also going to be my own bias, alright? That's where a lot of this will probably differ from your guys's. And I'll explain my thought process on each of the characters, so hopefully that will make it a bit clear why I put different characters in different things. Kareem banished to F. Oh, we'll get to Kareem. So yeah, even, for example, Kareem, I'm going to say right now, I'm not going to rank him yet. I don't like Kareem as a character, but in general, he fulfills the role that he's supposed to fulfill very well. And so that's where, you know, the balance has to come of, do I like the character or are they actually a good character or not? So yeah. Also, with you guys, obviously, if you, I don't know, really like a character or whatever, don't be too mad if I don't rate them too highly. Alright, you know what? We're gonna start off. We already have Andromeda. Next, we're gonna go with, what would be like an interesting one to do? I think, you know, okay, we're just gonna go in order for now. Aanya. I think Aanya is a pretty interesting character in a few ways, okay? I'm gonna put her in A for now, because my thought process here is, first of all, she's introduced in a very cool way, right? Where she's like a child king or whatever, and it introduces the concept of Ezran being king very well. But I wouldn't put her in S just because, first of all, we don't get that much screen time of her, and I'm still not really convinced that, like, wait, how old did we say she was? She was like 14 or something. Like, I'm not convinced that this is a good idea, the amount of stuff that she should do as a 14-year-old, and she was even younger before. She did roast Viren. You're right about that, Fuzzy. And that was pretty fire. But yeah, so she's definitely, again, she fulfills her role really well. I think writing-wise, she's a very interesting character. I think there's a lot you can do with her. I will say they didn't do a lot, like they didn't do as much with her than you maybe could have. Hello, user 0923. Wait, that's kind of crazy. Okay, wait. Is there a reason you named it like 0923? Because that's my birthday. So that's kind of scary now. Episodes 5 and 9 in season 1 wasn't rooting with him either. Wait, what? No, I don't know who you mean. Yeah, no, that, okay, that number's, that caught me off. Do AARAVOS. Honestly, I've been trying to find a way to do this without doing AARAVOS, but I can't think of it on the fly. Alright, AARAVOS. 09 is yours too? No, so it's, my birthday is literally in like, what, 2 weeks or something? So it's the 23rd of September. Alright guys, AARAVOS. I feel like if I don't put him in S tier, a lot of people are not gonna like me. I will say, yeah. A for AARAVOS. Okay. The reason I would put him in S tier is because with the little amount of screen time that we have of AARAVOS, his presence in the show is insane. Like, if you take season 2, right? He's only introduced in like episode 2, barely. He's there a few times in episode 3 and 4. I don't actually know if he was in episode 4. And what? So by the end of episode 9, so at the end of season 2, like he has one big scene, but his presence is like, it encompasses the show. So it's insane what they managed to do with him, especially in the early seasons. Now, the reason I'm considering A instead of S is because season 4 and 5, yeah, Derek, Dekel, I think is onto something, because in season 4 and 5, he barely appeared. He was amazing, but I think the way they handled it was not as impressive as they did in season 1 to 3. Because, I don't know, like in season 4, for example, his presence isn't really there until we get to the whole like flashback thing. And there again, like putting it into flashbacks just doesn't work as well, especially if it's only in like those quick, like those frames that we got, rather than it being like a full scene. I guess with the possession scene, that's kind of crazy. But then season 5, again, like the whole possession thing just doesn't come up anymore. And AARAVOS barely like plays a role. And so I feel like I'm gonna put him in A. Maybe, like depending on who we do, we'll change it up. But I'll put him in A for now, top of A though, right? Because I still think his character was done incredibly well in season 2 and 3. Season 4 was okay. Season 5, I really don't think they did well. And season 6 is just too late. Like, it was cool. Even there, we mostly only got it, like, what, in the end of the season? Which I just think it's too late to have it 6 seasons in. So, yeah. Alright, Nyx. I've had... Was it just King Bay edits, or... Yeah, okay, I'll just do Nyx, though. Alright, Nyx is a character. And... I personally, bias-wise, I don't like Nyx. I think that she contributes nothing to the story and is only annoying for no reason. Yeah, ED, I would say I'm gonna put her in C just because I don't quite know what is going in D yet, but she is silly, Your Honor. Alright, Hero, you might be onto something here, but no, you're not. Yeah, I think the main problem I have with Nyx is just we don't know why she exists. Like, we're never introduced to a reason as to why she is in the world of Zadia, let alone why she keeps reappearing. And she doesn't really do anything except hinder the story. Like, she's a very contrived point of conflict. And that's what I don't know, it's a bit weird. If he doesn't out my best... What? Doesn't have my best friend Callum in S tier. Oh, doesn't put my best friend Callum in S tier in his whole career. Okay, Ultra, I don't know. You might have a problem here. Nyx literally every scammer that calls you... Yeah, okay. She appeared for the fan? But, like... Who? For, like, the 3 people that thought Nyx was cool? We put her in more scenes? Is that what we're doing now? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alright, next up, we'll do... here, we'll do another cool character. Barius the Baker. Again, I would say he's about in the same league as Andromeda. Not really in that... Okay, actually, you know what? He's better than Andromeda, right? So he's higher up. Still B tier. I think he doesn't do very much for anything, but he kind of, you know, he's a funny character. Goes into the scenes well. He makes sense. Barius is a tier for the jelly tarts. Yeah. Okay, but okay, we have to be realistic though. As a character, I think he's really cool, right? I think the Baker is cool, but he doesn't really contribute much. He's just kind of there. But he's a nice character to have reappear. So I wouldn't put him in A because he's not really special much more than that. But he gave us jelly tarts? Yeah, but like... Did he? He created the okay, like, okay, I get it, right? He's there for the fans. Okay, every character is just there for the fans, I guess. You don't like tarts, you British man. I think the tarts are fine, but it's just... Guys, we have to be realistic here. Okay, I'll put him in B for now. We'll go back. Maybe Guys, B for Baker. It makes sense. It makes sense. Alright, let's see. Who are we doing? These 2 guys, right? Wait, is it only him and where's his mate here? These 2 guys are just gonna go into C under Nyx because... Actually, above Nyx because they're actually funny. They don't really do anything, though. Now I'm thinking about putting them in B. I'm kind of hyping them up a little bit. Everyone would have died if he didn't make the chocolate tart in season 4. Yeah, no, exactly. They were actually funny. They're silly, put them in S. No, I'm definitely not doing that. Okay, but they were funny. I don't know. They're not in that many scenes, though. Like, they're in 2 episodes, I guess. and then in like 3 scenes in total. I think C is fine. All right, rate the Baitlings. You know what? We'll actually do that. Okay, we have Jellybug. I'm gonna just put them in F. That's not my rating though. Okay, that might actually be my rating, but all right. First of all, Hat goes in high A tier, maybe under Aanya, because it's Hat, right? So that just makes sense. Then Sneasels goes in. Ooh, this is kind of difficult, right? Because Hat is the best Baitling. Yeah, he is. But Sneasels is also interesting because he brings... I actually don't know if it's a he or she. It brings a lot of, I don't know, like a lot of small moments in Season 6 that I feel like wouldn't quite feel the same without Sneasels. And so... yeah, right. So Sneasels actually contributes something. Hat doesn't do anything. I just joined. Have I missed? Does that? No, you have not. Well, we've rated a few people. The most interesting one would probably be AARAVOS. I've put him in high A for now. Click the live voting poll. Wait, what? We have a poll? Wait, I'm gonna quickly... oh, wait. Oh, wait. You mean we can make a poll? We probably could. I have no idea how though. So yeah. Put him in S. Wait, who? Oh, put Hat in S? Okay, but we have to be realistic again. So I have to leave, but I'll watch it tomorrow. Alright, alright. Well, again, thank you for bringing up the number, and yeah. Thanks for joining anyway. Enjoy whatever you're gonna be doing. Wait, just click it? I'm a bit confused what I... wait, how? Oh, wait, I can do a poll! Okay, wait, you know what? Here, we need... how many options? One, let's see. We need a few... guys, this is all happening on the fly, because I'm kind of cool like that. A, S... what do we want? A, B, C. Now I need to add another option. Alright, you know what? We'll do this for Sneasels. I mistyped Sneasels. Alright, now you have a poll. Hope, 30, guys, 33 is crazy. Alright, just saw it instantly went to 100% on S. Alright, for me, I would say Hat should be an A. If Sneasels is going in S, then Hat is also going in S. But I'm not gonna only base it on the poll. Alright. Sneasels, though, okay, he does contribute to scenes, he is interesting. I was gonna say it's a he for now. With Stella, really cool character, but also, I mean... kinda... okay, my problem is the whole fact that the Baitlings exist to begin with, I think is problematic. Because I think the only reason they should not... there is no reason for them to exist, right? So they're a very contrived plot point in Season 5. I kind of went into that quite a bit on my Finnegan video. Listen to your fans. I will listen to you, but I won't make it completely. My hot take is that Stella sucks. She's just there to solve the writers' problems the writers can't. In what way? I think she kind of... I think the problem with Stella is that she seems like stupidly powerful as a pet, but never uses it unless it's plot convenient, which just feels a bit weird. All right, but we'll keep it like this for now. I see 40% say S. You guys are crazy. Am I putting Hat and Sneasels in S? No, they can't be my first S. Okay, you know what? They're going high A though. All right, Jellybug. I cannot tell you in what scene Jellybug appears. Like off the top of my head, I genuinely do not know. I'm gonna put him in I'm not gonna put him in F. That's crazy. I kind of wanted to put him in F just because, like, to voice my frustrations over the Baitlings, but I won't do that. Mark my words, Stella is Laurelian. Okay, not gonna lie, the Mario King, what a name. No, like, I have thought about Stella being Leola. Obviously, we know that's not true. But then Stella being the Merciful one, or Stella being Laurelian, does kind of make sense. Because if we think about it, right, we know that unicorns gave the primal stones to humans. We know that Leola gave it, though, and Leola was a Star Touch elf. So what if Star Touch elves... Okay, wait. What if Star Touch elves, depending on what constellation is there currently, they can take that form? And so, you know, like how we know that they can manifest at certain times, but they can manifest into different beings depending what time it is. And that's how we have Stella. That would be interesting. My boy Sploosh has the same mindset as me. What did Sploosh say? She puts Raylan together. She gives Rayla her blades to hurt Claudia. She literally the backpack from Dora the Explorer. Okay, that is crazy, but also kind of true. I'm gonna put Stella in Lobby. I think Stella is interesting and what... Nah, kind of... No, Lobby then. Because she's not quite in this level. Like, she's interesting in what she could bring, but not very... I don't know, it's not done very well, I wouldn't say. Like, just Stella is kind of uninteresting as a character, and more interesting as, like... as, like, a device to bring us more mystery, you know? Where you mostly see Stella as just a... Why do we have monkey? Wait, you can see it right here. Why is this a thing? Oh, it's because I have 7 TV, that's why. That is hilarious. Stella is above the moon. Nah, she's... Nah. Okay, fair. I'll put it here. Stella deserves to... Yeah, no, that's kind of funny, though. No, okay, so this emo is because I have 7 TV. It's a thing for Twitch, mostly. But apparently some things are also... YouTube emotes, and so it just transfers. That's kind of hilarious, though. All right. Okay, we can do Alan and... Where is the other... Let's see, wait, what's her name? Lujanne. Alan and Lujanne. Oh, look at that. It's almost the same. It's from the same frame, probably. Alan as a character is uninteresting. Kind of becomes more interesting in Through the Moon. But that's a graphic novel, and I think graphic novels are a problem in and of themselves. So I'm just going to put them down here for now. I think there's not that much to say. Still a monkey tier? No. They're the weirdest couple ever. That is true, but... Okay, Lujanne... Based on my ultimate theory, Lujanne deserves S tier. But, since I haven't shared that yet... She's probably somewhere like B tier. I guess maybe like around Barius, because she's kind of in similar scenes in season 3 as Barius is. She serves her point, I guess. She's just like a bit kooky. Lujanne A/S? No, I don't think she contributes that much to anything for that to be considered. But yeah. Put AARAVOS an A and think of... Okay, wait, you have to understand. Alan is D tier? I actually agree. This is the first D tier. No, okay, Lujanne is an S tier for a completely different reason. Ultimate what now? Okay, I have... There is a certain, like, collection of theories that started my interest in creating theories for the Dragon Prince. And yeah, at some point I'll probably make a video on it, but it's like very random. No, it's not even... Okay, the thing is, it's not even a cope theory. Like, I keep reading things in the wiki that just make sense for the theory, and it's worrying. Hey, Kpp'ar, how you doing, man? Join half an hour because I forgot Hayes in a different time zone? What time zone is half an hour different? Alright, next up we have Ellis and Ava. Where's Ava? Here. Ava... Honestly, D tier is fine. It's a cope as AARAVOS being... No. It has nothing to do with AARAVOS being a woman. It has nothing to do with that. It's even crazier. So yeah. Ellis is C? Yeah, I think so. I think Ellis is probably high C at this point. Like, she's more interesting than these characters. Is she, though? No, she's not really. I honestly don't really care about Ellis. I'm scared for this theory. Don't be. It's a great theory. Okay, so now, let's see. I want to do one that I enjoy. Let's do Berto and... Is it under V? Probably, yeah. VS. This might be the first S tier. And I'm not even joking. Because he is like weirdly funny as a character. Like, there's no reason for this character to be as cool as he is. And for that, I think he deserves S. Just because, like, already the way he's introduced is, first of all, hilarious. And then all of the lore behind everything about him is just, like, so silly, it's funny. Like, the fact that which one did he lose first? Was it his right or left eye? I think his left eye, and whoever took his right eye came from the left, so he couldn't see it. Like, that's just so funny, and, like, this is what the humor should be like. So I'm kind of sad they didn't get to do this more often. Or the fact that his boat is called the Ruthless because his wife Ruth doesn't like like being on the water is, I don't know, it's just funny. Berto, I'll put him here with the pets. He's probably the coolest pet out of all of them, though. Left eye mutinous seagulls. Yeah, there we go. So yeah. Let's see. We'll do a few that appear just very quickly. You know, we'll put Ziard in this as well. Maybe this guy. Maybe this guy. I'm not putting them in F tier, by the way. I'm just sorting them out. All right. Quickly, Kasef. Maybe high C. I feel like he makes. I think the contrast he brings to Soren's character in season 3 elevates that storyline, which I think is cool. I'm a Star Dragon now, bro. Ultra, you good? Berto should be higher. He runs the ship, bro. I mean, no, okay. I can't, like, sure, but at the same time, this is, yeah. I think Kasef is an interesting character. He isn't in very long, but he brings an interesting... Hello, can I... Yeah. He brings an interesting contrast to Soren's character. And I think he does it really well. Because he kind of encapsulates Soren's character without the whole humor side. And then... It's kind of like the first version of Soren that we saw, where we didn't know anything about him yet. And so that's kind of interesting. Your choices are lowly. Wait, what? Oh, you mean I'm putting people further down? I mean, yeah, we're getting to the good ones, though. Rate Zubea? No. I don't know about that. Salir. Again, I think this is just a very uninteresting character. Doesn't really do much. Like, I feel like he fulfills the same role that Viren already does. And I guess he's supposed to be a contrast to Opeli, but that whole group of people, I feel like it's not really gone into well enough for that to matter. Ziard is no. All of these three are not necessarily F. I'm just I'm taking them out of here so that I can see them quicker. Florian, he's funny guy. So he's better than Nyx. Tristan. Doesn't really do anything for anything. Yeah, wait, actually, Salir goes down here. He's probably better than Alan, though. Tristan, probably goes bottom of here. Not very interesting. Ziard. Ooh. By the way, yes, I pronounce him Ziard because I'm cool like that. What do I think about him? Tristan is F. Ziard is C. Okay, I think Ziard is higher than... Nah. He's only in a few scenes. He kind of builds up the concept of dark mages well. I think what he does well is show you how dark magic was supposed to be used not for something negative, but technically for, like, to help his own people. Has a lot of wasted potential, the backstory. Yeah, okay, I do actually agree with that. More interesting than Andromeda. Yeah, I think I like this. I do agree that, yeah, Jordan as well. He is interesting, wasted potential. I think it's with a lot of characters just because they don't seem to like spending a lot of time developing characters and then just put that onto like outside material. And I think that's not a great idea in general. But I think with Ziard, like the amount he's shown works because it's relevant to the story that we're seeing on screen, which isn't for everyone. When Authority comes, I'm gonna make my case in Discord. Okay, we'll see that. All right, next group we have Ahling, Annika. I'm just gonna go quickly through. We'll rate this guy, Elmer, Fareeda. Okay, I'm just gonna... Here. These guys, again, not necessarily F yet. I wish the episodes were longer. Yes and no. I think they could do something with longer episodes. Maybe 30 minutes would be interesting. But I also think that what they choose to spend the time on just doesn't work very well. And that's... Like, I think they could use the amount of time that they have within an episode better to further develop characters. And I think they're very locked into having certain storylines take over the episode. Do a voting chart again? You know what? We'll do that. End poll. Okay, you know what? We'll do one for Elmer. Oh my word, I have to do the entire thing again? S-A... Oh my word. B... C... That's what we have. If you think he's lower than C, you're kind of crazy for that. But yeah, I think, speaking of the episodes, I think they're very locked into having certain storylines take over the entire episode, but they don't have enough content for that storyline to make the episode feel complete. And so then we go into the point where all of a sudden we're creating almost filler in an episode that really doesn't need to be filler. All because they don't want to go too far in the story and progress to a certain point with certain characters, but they don't really have that much to do to progress to that point. And it feels more like the episodes in of themselves feel contained to only bring this episode to the end point. So they don't... If you think he's D, just put him in... What options do we have? Just put it like C, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could do more with episodes, but it would have to change the way they see episodes completely. So I think it's obviously too late for all of the other seasons that were made already, and I feel like we're probably not going to see that for season 7 anyway, because we probably already wrote it. But yeah, Elmer best boy. Yeah, no, I'm just saying because Ultra was saying that he should be in D or whatever. Now I'll quickly do the other ones while you guys rate Elmer. Ahling. He's uninteresting. I think he's a lot less interesting than Florian. Annika, I think Annika and Fareeda are both up here, I'd say. They're... Again, I think it's cool that they were included in the one flashback that we got that was fully animated. Because most of the other ones that we got were just... Like, I don't... Like, why did they do this? Where it's just, like, a few screenshots or whatever. I feel like that doesn't work very well. Wait, I'm just gonna quickly... I'm gonna have screenshots ready that I can pull them up. But yeah, once we started getting here flashbacks that just consisted of like singular shots, I think that was a huge downgrade. So having Fareeda and Annika be a part of like the flashback that was proper felt cooler, and it kind of built them up as characters more. I think it's artistic choice. Sure, but I don't think the artistic choice works very well in their favor. Because you have to consider in these flashbacks, the point of them is to build up the characters that are shown and the story that is shown. And that happens a lot better if you can properly see the characters interact with each other. So, for example, in the flashback that we get in Season 2, already just the way Harrow and Sarai, the way they interact with each other, it feels a lot better, and like we can see a lot more just because we have full scenes. Like, imagine if that flashback was just with like a screenshot of just, oh, and then they talked about it, and then, you know, there's another thing where we see Harrow, I don't know, fighting Sarai, and then there being a voiceover where it's like, yeah, but then they weren't convinced or whatever. Like, the whole idea that we see them properly interact with each other, even the guards that then, like, bet on who's winning, it kind of makes it all feel more alive and brings a lot more character to the characters, which I think is important. I think it worked best with Lissa and backstory. And yes, I think that was these shots. Well, okay. I think this is the one time I'll excuse it, because I think that that whole backstory is too dark to show in a kids' TV show. And so I think the way it was done was very stylistic, and that worked well. For the other things, though, I don't think that needs to be done. AARAVOS. Bro, Ultra, AARAVOS is not going in S, at least not yet. Alright, anyway, though. Callisto. I would say less interesting than Andromeda. Also, character design-wise, less interesting than Andromeda. I would say better than Nyx. I like how Nyx is just the marking for me now. If it's better than Nyx, then you've already done something right. Wait, I'm gonna quickly pull up here. Nope, that doesn't show Callisto. Here we go. I think the character design in of itself is fine, but it's not as interesting as the others. Kind of doesn't bring anything new to the table, and he looks a bit normal. What of the poll? We'll get to the poll once we get to... Actually, you know what? We're at Elmer. Let's see what the poll is looking. Right now, we have 50% for A, 21 for S, 21 for B, and 7 for C. I agree with A. Low A, though, because his character works for what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to see Sploosh's case? Yeah, no, I've seen Sploosh's case for Ithari. I've seen it on Discord. We'll get to it once we get to Ithari. But yeah, no, don't worry, Sploosh. I've seen it on Discord. And I'll mention your case once we get to him. Also, Tart of Jelly, how you doing? Yeah, so Elmer, I'd say low A because he's not quite as interesting as these characters, but he's better than them because he actually has an arc that he goes through. He's interesting in the sense that he's just a very different character. You know, like it's just very... We haven't seen a character that is like made of wood, you know? Did you add me? Oh, did I? Wait, did I? No. Okay, wait, I might have to do... Do I even have a screenshot of? Wait, we'll have to do this later where I have to add an actual jelly tart and rate the jelly tart. Why are the Baitlings above Aanya? Quite simply because I don't like Aanya. No. Because they are cool. Okay, maybe Aanya deserves to go higher. Yeah, fine. She'll go higher for now. Justice for Tart of Jelly? No joke, I actually put that in my reply like a hashtag. Wait, what is... Okay, Ultra, what are you typing again? Hey, type in Google AARAVOS Riz Pictures. Then you'll know... What? Bro, are you good? Yeah, no, Ultra needs a little bit of help, maybe. No, this is not even... I don't get it. No, Ultra is thirsting over every character, so whatever the opposite of Ace is, that's what Ultra is. That's fixing my chair. Alright. Yeah, Elmer is cool, but not as cool as these ones, but cooler than them. Fen... I guess he's in the game Zadia? And like, it's funny because he's fake Gren. And fake Gren, if you like say it fast, it's Fen. That's really funny. Right? That's super cool. That's definitely like... I don't know. Fake grid. High detail. Yeah, exactly. Sploosh is actually on it. Yeah, I think... I don't know. Fen is just such an uninteresting character. Doesn't really bring anything to anything. Appears... He's in Zadia, like the video game. So that already... What's the Discord code? If you go into the description, it should be there, a link. Like, Fen, Ren, Gren, but like, it's just, there's no reason for Fen to exist, other than the fact that Gren exists, you know? But they assume that the character building of Gren translates over to Fen, but it does not. So yeah. Hendyr. Who? It's kind of embarrassing. Who is this? Is this the Earthblood elf? Because I don't think it's... Guy that betrayed the Dragon Guard? Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, this actually might be the first F tier. Not because he just left as the Dragon Guard. That's fine. Like, okay, it's not fine. That's just... He's so... not memorable, even though what the character did kind of builds up a lot of the character conflict that Rayla has in season 3. No, season 1 to 3. But we obviously only see him later. But like, it's just uninteresting. So yeah, that going on. Okay, now, here, we'll do Rayla's parents, and we'll do Runan. Oh no, I just saw one. Okay, guys. Straight away, WARLON. is also F, but he is bottom F. Because... No, okay, these are only an F tier because I just want to sort them out. I don't want to have to, like, pick them out from here. They're not going to stay in F, I hope. WARLON is bottom F, okay? This is our baseline for, like, if they're barely better than WARLON, they belong in F. Will you be playing Talks? With Tart of what's Talks? Oh, Tales of Zadie. Yes. Bro. Yeah, yes, I will be. I'm in the server. Will you be? Because I think you were invited, but I don't know if you have Discord. Runan is interesting. Rayla's parents are terrible. Runan. High A tier, I would say. Maybe even better than AARAVOS, because I'm coping a little bit. No, he's not better than AARAVOS. Is he better than Aanya? I guess, kind of, because he has less screen time, but is more interesting. And he kind of serves the role of being, like, Rayla's father in a very interesting way. AARAVOS and Runan are equal. Yeah, above Aanya, below AARAVOS. I like that. And you can tell how he cares about Rayla and how Rayla cares about him. And that, I think, is kind of incredible, especially considering how little time they spent and how little time they spent together. Runavos? No, you guys are nutty. Okay, I'm gonna put him here. As for the parents... So I have to put Fen down a bit. I saw him above these characters and I thought, no. Actually, he's above. He's like here. Okay, as for the parents, I think they don't really work. I know that they're supposed to be like this thing that Rayla keeps. Like a big part of Rayla's life and a big part of her character is supposed to be her wanting to reunite with her parents. But it's just, it doesn't work. Nick's better? Yes, I would say Nick's is better than the parents. Sploosh. Okay, make your case right now for the parents. Runan was what her parents wasn't. Yes, exactly. I think her parents, as characters, just don't work the way they were supposed to. Because we have Runan. Like, quite literally, it doesn't feel like anything is missing from Rayla's character. And she keeps saying that something is missing, and she keeps mentioning, oh, you know, my parents affect me in this and that. Like, the fact that they're not there, but we don't see that. And it feels a lot more like it affected her a lot more when Runan left, which obviously makes sense because he's the one that raised her. Like, obviously, yes, Rayla deeply cares about her parents because, like, they're her parents. But, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't really... I feel like her parents forgot about her, it was so sad. I guess. I feel like, okay, they seemed a little bit too happy when Rayla went, into the whole, like, between life and death thing. Like... To that, it didn't seem like anything was missing in their life. And when Rayla came, they were like, oh, I guess you exist too. But honestly, we're chilling. Like, don't worry about us. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. And so it just, I don't know. It doesn't really work for me. I guess, what? Wait, Fuzzy, do you... Wait, do you have a thesis as well? Or are we just waiting on Sploosh's thesis? But yeah, I'm just gonna put them in here for now. Rex said I won the art competition. Nice! Right, okay, yeah, that's another thing. Again, for everyone that's watching, if you haven't yet, join the Discord. It's in the... It's in the description. You can join the Discord. And there is an art competition, for example, if you're interested in that, every week where we have different themes, and different people put in their art, and then, you know, we get to look at that, which is kind of crazy. I myself am a terrible artist, so it's really cool for me to see what you guys are able to do, and honestly quite inspiring. But yeah, so if you're interested in that, again, check out the Discord. I think she was affected also because they got ghosted and her blood, so probably other Moonshot elves treated Rayla differently because of that. Yes, I think that's the best we got to show the impact of it. That Rayla got ghosted because of her parents. But think about it. If Rayla was not ghosted, we would not care. And that kind of shows how little they matter. Because I think the reason we care in that sense is because it affected Rayla as a character. And we care as an audience about Rayla. We don't really care about the parents. This week's theme is Earth, by the way, for the art contest. For those of you interested. I'd love to join, but I don't have Discord. Oh, you're an artist? I mean, yeah, the animator, I guess, makes sense. Tell me each week. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking now if there's a way to do it over YouTube. Read my thesis. Okay, I'm gonna read your thesis. Reason why Rayla's parents are better than Nick's. 1. Her parents were the only people that didn't betray the Dragon Queen and Zim when Viren came. Okay. Her parents would write a letter to Rayla for every birthday they miss, and Rayla would spend all day writing to them. Okay. Her parents in the comic still doubted leaving Rayla behind because they truly loved her. And 4, Nyx is a little bit ... Okay, first... okay. Nyx betrayed the Dragon Queen, but it was funny when Nyx did it because she had no reason to do so. Right? And we don't really care that her parents didn't, beyond the fact that they didn't, if that makes sense. Also, everything else that you mentioned is in a graphic novel, and so doesn't work. Because... well, I don't know, it's just like the whole idea that they're in graphic novels, like that stuff is explored there and not mentioned at all in the show. It's just stupid to me. I don't get... okay, well, Nyx sucks. No, Nyx is... Are you happy? I'm fine with this, to be honest. Tristan deserves... Tristan deserves to still be here. I can't... okay, no, you're fine, Fuzzy. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'll probably make a post every week when we announce the art contest. What the current thing is. That way, at least you also know what's going on. Sploosh, if you want to feel better, check my community for my tier list. Alright, there you go, Sploosh. Now you have someone who thinks just like you. Okay, I think we're done with those characters. Now let's do some Sunfire characters. By the way, I absolutely messed this up. I put Fareeda with Annika instead of her. I apologize for all of the 3 fans of these characters. I still put her, actually... Nah, she's not quite a jelly bug, is she now? Alright, you know what? Here, we'll do these. Is there any Miana? No, we're gonna do the whole... Who is this? Okay, actually, this is a few too many. We'll get to that in a second. Alright, Kazi. Why can't you just be a little more interesting? You'll be top of C because you at least appear more often and you... I don't know, you serve your role as to what you're supposed to be the way you're supposed to do it. So, well done. But apart from that, you're not very interested. Kazi is fun. Yeah... Actually, you know what? If we put Andromeda in B, we have to put Kazi above Andromeda at least. That's fair. Kessa... Okay, Kessa... I'm thinking low B just because as a character, she's cool. She shows the dominance of Sunfire Elves in a very, well, I don't know. I think the way she does it is great. Kind of introduced Sunfire Elves pretty well. And I think her being a contrast to the way Janai was portrayed in the beginning of season 3 is quite good as well. Obviously, though, she dies, so yeah. Janai, on the other hand, we get a lot more story time with. And that's where we reach the problem of getting more story time with her. Because I would say season 3 Janai, probably up here. Maybe like lower than Kessa. However, then we get season 4 Janai. Season 4 Janai, I would say top of B, maybe even A. Season 5? Not that high. And then season 6, much lower. So I would say in total, maybe N. Nah, I'll put her in B just because I feel like it's been an hour, we're not even halfway. That's fine, that's fine. Guess I'm mainly slayed by her looks. That's fair. Yeah, Janai just had a lot of weak storylines, but at the same time, she made some weak storylines more interesting. But Wedding Janai was adorable. That is true. That's why, like, I think some things she elevated. Like, she made it better by being there. Some things, I think, didn't work because it was based around her. And I think it's just an interesting spot that the writers were in, because season 4, I think the Sunfire plot was very well thought out in how they tackle issues, and then they decided to go in a completely different direction, but they still had to somehow tie Janai into it, and it felt a bit interesting. Janai had vows that would 100% be foreshadowing. Yeah, maybe. I have to go in 40 minutes. Okay, we'll get through some a bit quicker. No border. Wait, what? No border or wall will come between us. Nuh-uh. At least put her above Kessa. Does she deserve it though? I feel like there are too many storylines that just don't work with her. And Kessa is just a complete character. Okay, I guess just based on the fact that we get more of her, sure. Alright, Aditi. Is she better than Nyx is the question. You know, I'll just put her high C, because again, she just doesn't really matter. She's in a lot of flashbacks, but again, the flashbacks are like, they don't show it properly because they're not proper scenes, and so it doesn't, like, we don't really get to know much about her. I think, yeah, absolutely, Aditi is interesting in the short story. I think Aditi is interesting, period. Like, I think her entire like character and the way she's been shown and like what she's been a part of makes her very interesting. The only problem is it's done in a way that we're always left like thinking, huh, that's interesting, but like I don't know anything still. So if AARAVOS swallowed her, what does that mean? Wait, who? Kessa? Or Aditi? Cannibalism? Not necessarily, because if they're different species, that's just kind of like we don't really know what that would be. Miana, I think she's. I'm gonna put her low B because her story is. Oh, actually, you know what? I just thought back to like how she was introduced and like the fact that. Just all of a sudden we find out, oh, by the way, Kareem has a girlfriend, and we're just like, huh? Okay. And the girlfriend is just like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna drop everything to be with you now because I believe in what you're doing. So it's just she kind of comes out of nowhere without a reason to really exist. But I think the balance she brings to Kareem is quite great, and she makes Kareem's story a lot more watchable. Enough sun in his prison. Wait, what? He's his vitamin D. Don't judge his dietary requirements. Who? Wait, what was Fuzzy saying? Oh, right. Okay, I see. Yeah, AARAVOS. I think we only have been told that DT was very respected. Kind of sucked. Yeah, exactly. That's why I think if we would have gotten that flashback where a DT played a big role in kind of mediating between the dragons, that would have been interesting, but we don't get to see that, so she's kind of just left in the dust. All right, next batch of people. You know what? We'll do the dragons, and this is where we will not get to move a few of these above where they are now. Domina Profundus. Better than Nyx? No. Better than WARLON? Barely? D for Domina. How about F for Profundus? Good design, no writing. Absolutely. I think, yeah, I actually really agree with that. I was looking through it again because for my next video, I talk about the ocean point. Sploosh, you're not going to like my next video. And I was looking for screenshots again. And then if we look at the character design for her, it looks great. I think, honestly, maybe the best character design for any Archdragon. So, I guess Soul Regum exists. But again, like, very cool. It is. Sploosh, you're not gonna like the video. I'm just gonna tell you right now. But she does nothing. She's talked about with Finnegrin, but again, we don't see anything, and like, it's never made in a way that like feels like it was truly her. So yeah. Avizandum, I think he's low B. No, he might be high B. Actually, he might be. Why is Andromeda this high? What were we thinking at that point? What's your problem with being right? D high C. I like high C then. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I guess he doesn't really have much of a story. He's just like kind of powerful, and unlike Zubeia, he actually does things to be powerful, and he feels like a threat. He's important for the plot enough. Yes, but yeah, Death Scene goes crazy, but I feel like with Avizandum, they actually managed to make it feel like this is a truly powerful dragon that can genuinely level armies. You know, we're in like, what is it, season 1 and 2, I think. They mention how like entire armies tried to fight him, and he would just like one guy them. And Avizandum makes that feel like it's possible. Zubeia is in F tier because she does not do that, and she does nothing for anything. Me panicking because Ithari is coming up. Ithari is coming up. Esmeralda. He's more interesting than Domina Profundus. That's positive. But I think I talked about it a bit already in my videos, and I've talked about it a bit already. I think Esmeralda as a character does so, like, laughably little for the story. And the fact that he was built up before season 6 makes it more frustrating, because there is no reason for Esmeralda to be in any way important. And so yeah, the fact that he was built up before and we were able to theorize and we could come up with much cooler stories, I'm not very happy about that. Esmeralda gave us a lullaby. No, Rayla did. Squeaky, better than WARLON? Yes. Better than Zubeya? Actually, I'm just thinking about it now. Squeaky was with Soren, so he's already in D tier at least. Better than Ava. I'd say about... Not better than Ava, actually. Pyra, interesting story, interesting character, interesting change. Probably around Avazandum. Soul Regum, easy A tier. Just because Soul Regum actually has a story, actually has a backstory, actually is done in a way that lets us understand why this character matters. Hot take, I really like Soul Regum. I don't know if that's a hot take. I agree with that though. Absolutely. Was a puppet the entire season 6? That's true. I guess I'd put him in higher A tier if he wasn't. But I think otherwise, he was just like the way he was built up from backstory to when he dies just perfectly fits the character and fits the vibe they try to give the character. And it just works. Like everything about him works. The storylines he was in fits him as a character and what kind of things he would be invested in, you know? And like the things that he does, the way he's portrayed and everything, it's just... Even the fact that he effectively goes into retirement is just perfect. Soren became Hiccup when Squeaky appeared. Hiccup's still better than Soren. I hate to be that guy, but... Yeah, I guess Soren got a quick moment to elevate himself to being a dragon rider. But quick moments, so, you know. Stream is so laggy for you? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it laggy for anyone else? Because that's not great. You need to leave in a few minutes? Ah, that sucks. But yeah, you can obviously watch it later once it's fully like on YouTube. He is responsible for Leola being killed. Yes, but I think that part of his story might be his weakest aspect. I still reg him from a character traits point, but I agree that he was a great character for the story. Yeah. No, absolutely. I don't agree with him as a character. Like, I also don't agree with AARAVOS, by the way. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, Refi is quite right on that. Luna Tenebris is kind of like... She could have been so cool. Like, she could have done so much, and she could have been like... Imagine if Esmery and Luna Tenebris had like this whole thing. But I guess I'll put her in high. I guess I'll put her low C. And she's fine. Her design is cool. And she actually is a part of the story. Wait, actually, I'm now thinking about it. That's huge bias because I put Domina Profundus in F and Luna Tenebris in C, even though they like Luna Tenebris. Domina Profundus technically does more. Doesn't matter, I don't care. Who are we doing next? Let's do Zim. Akiyu, Ibis, Fifi, Pip. Just like some random characters. And the Shadow Paw. Oh, okay, it's no longer laggy. I really want to see Luna's design animated. Absolutely. I think that could have been amazing. Zim. My question is better than Stella? Yes, no. Probably yes. Better than Barius? Probably yes. Worse than Soul Regum? Still an A or no? I think Soul Regum deserves here. Better than Elmer? I'm gonna put him in low A for now, and that's just because I think he's interesting. I don't know. Zim is above Elmer. Is he though? Zim has no arc. Elmer at least has an arc. Better than Barius is wild. It's just like Zim kind of just exists and does things sometimes and is funny sometimes. But like doesn't, I don't know, he's not that interesting. Zim was wasted in second. What? I'm guessing in the second part, but I still like him. Yeah, no, exactly. I still like him, and he's kind of cute. He's adorable. Yeah, Ref, you're kind of right about that. But like, first saga goated? Is he though? Like, he kind of appears just because. Hey, first saga he was definitely A. I think second saga he's not. And so I'll put him in high B. Maybe I'll take him up afterwards. Fifi goated. No, it's not that goated. Kind of cool as a character design though. Also being able to like revive bits with phoenixes, obviously. Concept of a moon phoenix is kind of cool. The whole scene where they trick Soren and Claudia is kind of cool. I'd say like probably the best out of the maybe even like Lobby. You know what? He was the whole point the saga existed. What if that's not the case? And actually, the Dragon Prince is something else that we haven't seen yet. That was my original theory for Esmeralda, which turned out not to be the case. Yeah, but I think the problem in season 1 is just that when Zim like comes out of the egg, it really just feels like it was a plot device to make sure that Rayla's hand doesn't fall off. And then he kind of just exists. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna cope. You're right. He's the reason the whole show exists. Your How to Train Your Dragon edit is blowing up. Nice. Wait, I might. I'll have to check that out later then. People think AARAVOS is a true Dragon Prince or Callum. Nah, no, I don't think they are. I was gonna say Esmeralda might have been, because he might have been like Luna Tenebris's son. You know, like the lost child or whatever, and then it's all about Esmeralda in the end, but it would have been cool. It didn't happen. Ibis, the Sky Mage. The way he died means he can't be above B anyway. I wouldn't put him above B regardless, because him as a character is kind of just to hate on Callum, teach him how to do wings, and feed Zubeya. And I don't like Zubeya as a character, so I'll put him... Honestly, he kind of... Put him here. Just because I guess his death wasn't deserved, and he deserves more than that. So, you know. Also, wait, made an AARAVOS edit there, but it isn't blowing up just like the How to Train Your Dragon ways. I think How to Train Your Dragon in general is just a lot bigger, and many people, I mean myself included, just like, you know. What? Fuzzy number 2? Fuzzy TA and Fuzzy TE? Ibis is better than Kazi? Nah. I don't agree. Alright. Shadow Paw, uninteresting, goes in here. Better than Ava, I guess. Akiyu, one of the most wasted potentials. We could have had an actual Archmage in the show other than AARAVOS. She could have been insanely cool. Instead, we get like Crazy Old Lady Part 2, which is just Lujanne, which we already had, which was fine, especially because she was like apparently just some like Moon Shadow Mage. This is an Archmage though, so where's Lujanne? Lujanne is this high up? Oh yeah, definitely. She's supposed to be. I'll put her in like C. She's fine as a character. I guess more interesting than a DT because she's at least given a bit. Now will be confusing. We're 9 away from Ithari. Yeah. She could teach Callum ocean magic. Callum already knows ocean magic now. And she did nothing to do that, which also sucks. Also, I just saw that score is still here. Character design is super cool. So I'll put him low B. Not quite as cool as Andromeda, but you know. I wish Akiyu was in the Zadia video game. We need Ocean Arcanum Hero. That could have been cool. I think Akiyu should have just done anything, and that would have been cool. All right, should we do... No. We'll first do a few ones that are still out here that need to get out of the way before we get into like actual... Who is Ram? Is that just another one of these ones? Because if so, like... You know, maybe when the Tidebound area comes out, we'll see her. Maybe. I don't even know if I would be very interested in that, though. Right. Here we go. Saba. Not that interesting. Pharos. I guess low B. He becomes... I think it's not even Pharos. Like, the only reason he's interesting is literally because of AARAVOS. But it's unfair to attribute that to Pharos himself. Because I feel like Pharos himself doesn't do anything. Who is Saba? I don't know. But that's why I put him here. I feel like maybe... Here, I'll put him here. Marco, he's just kind of the GOAT. Like, he's just there. He's always there. He always appears. He's like Andromeda, but cooler. She introduces a cool Sunfire story, but her as a character doesn't really do anything. I'll put her... I guess she's more interesting than Nyx. And Nathan. Alright, quickly, for those of you who don't know, Nathan actually is named this because Justin Richmond, one of the co-creators of the Dragon Prince, also worked on Uncharted games. And there, the main character is Nathan Drake. And so we have Nathan and the Drakewood. That's about the only interesting thing that comes out of this character. Apart from that, boring. All right, now, I think we're all... Giannis, who is this? Oh, yeah, it's the other one to the... Don't care. Now we're getting to the actual interesting characters. If I ever catch... Okay, Orphan Queen, Crowlord, Ren, Pip, and Harrow. Orphan Queen, interesting character, bad execution. Goes into... here, because she's about as cool as it... Actually, she's cooler than a DT, I guess. Viren... Okay, we'll do Viren, Sparkle Puff, and that team after this. Gren. He's like Fen, but the real one. Gren is actually a pretty cool character. I really like the way he's done. I like his interactions with Aanya. I would say he's an A tier above Elmer because he actually has a story. He brings comedy. He's funny. Character design is cool, and I don't know, just his interactions with Aanya are sick. Hey, took Kpp'ar out. I'm panicking. We're getting there. Gren was so positive. Exactly. Positive in prison. Not everyone can do that. By the way, Rex Igneous, I forgot to rank him. Cooler than Domina Profundus. Okay, is that actually fair? I guess Rex Igneous was, like, here. Right. Pip. I'm just gonna put him with the other pets because uninteresting as a character, I'd say. With these pets, I guess. Because it's cooler than those. The whole theory of Harrow being like having swapped his soul with Pip is a cool idea, and they keep bringing Pip back to like keep making people go like, "Oh my word, what if that's still the case?" And like maybe, but I think it would undermine Harrow's like the impact of Harrow's death. And so I just don't think that that would be the case. And I don't think it would be interesting for that to be the actual storyline. And I think Pip himself does nothing for anything. Rex is better than... Who? Tristan? You know what, you're actually right. Rex is better than Jellybug. You know what? Pip is actually around Jellybug. I forgot that I had a pet here. Pip Theory was said not to be canon too. Yeah, but again, they just keep wanting to bring it like Pip back for people to go, oh my word, what if that's the case? Harrow as a character, high A tier, definitely. Great story, great backstory, great finish to the story. Works great in flashbacks, has amazing impact on characters, is relevant to the story. Might actually be considered for S tier, but since Runan is not S tier, I'm gonna put him here. Is he cooler than Runan? I'd say he's cooler than Runan. The Crow Lord is S tier just because he's the Crow Lord. Alright, next up, I said I would do. Alright, this is where we get into the... where we get into some characters that might be a little bit interesting. Theory of Pip being Harrow is actually really annoying to me for some reason. I weirdly agree. It's so... like... unnecessary, and it doesn't, like, even if Harrow, like, the soul of Harrow is inside Pip, it does not matter. Like, there is literally, it just, that could be the case, and it would never have to be talked about because it seriously does not matter in the show at all. Isn't that theory debunked? Probably, I think so. Alright, first of all, Viren. I know that a lot of people have problem with the way Viren's story was handled. And I can see that. I can see that, like, it's a bit annoying for him to constantly be in this, like, oh, was he actually a bad guy or not? And, like, in the end, he does do dark magic. And so, like, is that what he's remembered for? However... I would think that he's the first, like, I almost said real character that deserves S tier. Just because, and I think it's unfair because I think they spent way too much time on Viren's story. And obviously that means that there is a lot of things that can contribute to him being a cool character because there's a lot of screen time that he has and a lot of impact that he has on the story. But yeah, I still think that Viren deserves S because it's kind of deserved that he has this much impact on the story. But yeah. Kpp'ar, again, interesting character. I think probably the worst version. Then again, we have short stories. Does that count? But these also have short stories. I guess he's better than a DT. I'm gonna put him here. I think, again, super interesting character. Done really poorly because his entire backstory is in a in a graphic novel. And what we see in the actual show just kind of doesn't make sense. Like, if you think about it, if you only watch the show, the first time we see Kpp'ar, we don't really know who he is. And then in the whole backstory in season 6, why does he stop using dark magic? Like, we've never seen a reason for them to stop using dark magic. And so, if, like, imagine if in that scene, there was one quick thing that happens where Kpp'ar is like, oh, but look at my arms, where we can obviously see that they're not doing very well. Like, this is what happens using dark magic. Just with that already, we get to build up, oh, okay, Kpp'ar used dark magic, this is why he's physically not doing well, this is why he stopped. You know, we can make that connection. Right now, we're just guessing, pretty much. Other than, obviously, we have the graphic novel, and so there's more backstory to it. My top 3 is Rayla, Callum, Viren. Viren, I understand. After this tier list, can you analyze mine? Actually, sure. If you... I'll actually look yours. Claudia. I'm gonna put her in A tier. I don't think she deserves S tier because I think that her story is a bit too convoluted. And it starts off really well. I think season 1 to 3, great. Even though season 2 already, like, there's a bit of a... Like, it doesn't quite work in every point. And I think afterwards, the transition to her becoming, like, the main antagonistic force, it struggles with that transition, like, the whole story. And I think through that, Claudia suffers, but still... I think as a character, she does a great job at being an antagonist and embodying what Viren did in the first 3 seasons. Like, and to be fair, I think she does it in a more interesting way where you can see that this is something that she truly believes. Well, you know, Viren obviously also thought that what he was doing was right, but you can see her struggle with that. And I think that's interesting. But yeah, Viren also got more screen time, and I think his story just kind of works better as an arc, where Claudia... I feel like she's just kind of stuck in some parts. Hopefully Kpp'ar gets freed using the last Quasar Diamond. I don't know. I don't know if I would... Like, it would be cool, but, like, what would he do? Claudia, to be the most bipolar character in the series, girl can't pick a side. Yeah, but I think it works because it feels like it's a result of all of the emotional trauma that she's been through. That, like, that polarity is just a part of her character. I can't see a reason why Kpp'ar would get freed. I can see a reason. But... Like, the reason I could see, for example, is that they need him for his knowledge about puzzles and everything, and probably also about the text of AARAVOS, because if we look, he actually has the texts of AARAVOS. Wait. I'm gonna pull it up in a second if I find it. Where is it? Here. These are all probably from Kpp'ar stuff, and these have, like, the texts that are in the book about AARAVOS, and if we actually go all the way to scenes with him... where is it? Here. This is all stuff linked to AARAVOS, and so his knowledge about AARAVOS, and maybe even the key of AARAVOS, could lead... Like, there could be a reason to bring him back in order for them to find the book that the key would lead to. But yeah. Dark magic user versus former dark magic user. He could just use as a sacrificial pawn or be controlled by AARAVOS. Yes, but I think it'd be more interesting to see him be part of the good guys? I guess he could be controlled by AARAVOS. I don't know. Alright, now we get to... Should we do Terry already? You know what, we'll just do Terry. I think Terry as a character could be really good, but he has no backstory, he has no reason to exist, and feels so empty as a character, and serves to fulfill the plot. And that sucks. Varian says, Spoosh and I agreed, high C. I can get behind that. I think I've talked about Terry enough that, like, I don't need to go on that too much, so... Kpp'ar can barely walk, and he needs a stick, so, yeah, I guess, but he can still help them. Oh, like, you don't see why AARAVOS would control anyone? Yeah, I don't know, actually know either. I don't see a good reason. Alright, let's do Sparkle Puff, Astrid, Cosmo, Vinegrin, Muko, and Kimdo. Sparkle Puff is a pet. He's a cool pet. You know what? He's a better pet. He's like... How did these guys make it this far up, by the way? What happened here? I think Sparkle Puff is fine. It doesn't really do anything. Why is Stella so high? Because someone convinced me to cope. I agree. Stella goes above Fifi, and that's it. Is also a dead pet? Oh my word. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. Let's do Kimdale. Again, interesting character, terrible execution, but the fight scene is kind of fire, so I'll put above Ibis. But yeah, again, I guess if you take into consideration the graphic novel, she becomes even more interesting, but the fact that she only becomes interesting through a graphic novel sucks, and her having one scene that seems completely random where there is no build-up for her to exist at all feels a bit weird. Then we have Muko. Guys, I really wish I could rate this guy higher, but like, after season 6 and seeing that there is no point for him to exist, he goes into S tier because he's the mushroom mage. And that's pretty much all I need to say. No, Muko didn't do much. Yeah, he didn't. Unironically, better than Alan? No, because Alan actually exists for a reason. These pets exist for a reason. Squeaky doesn't exist for a reason, but it's pets, so I'm going to keep them in a group. Ben doesn't deserve to be... I'm quickly sorting these guys out. No, just Muko is so annoying. Muko is just here. No, like, unironically though, it frustrates me to my core that the only other Earthblood elf, proper, again, WARLON is not an Earthblood elf. I hope you understand that. But the only proper other Earthblood elf that we have, once again, does nothing for anything. Like, contributes to Zubeia healing, but Zubeia is already an F tier and we don't care about her, so, you know, what are we doing? Type to third wheel every couple he meets? Because he's a single Pringle. Okay. Partly, but at the same time, there is something you have to take into consideration, which is that he is dripped out. Like, he's just wearing ice like that, you know? So, I feel like any Earthblood elf that lays eyes on Muko is instantly like, damn, that guy kind of cool. And then they realize that he has no point in any of the story. So, you know. Why Earthblood elves are done so dirty? Yeah, I guess they just thought Earth is dirty. So let's do the Earthblood elves dirty. But yeah. The only thing that was today, Muko. What? No, guys, Muko is cool like that. Finnegrin, I think, is a cool character that doesn't work well. But as a concept, I would say as a concept, A tier. As an actual character, I'm gonna put him under Ziard. No, I'm gonna put him, I guess, high B. Because he's cool. I have a whole video on why Finnegrin, like, his whole story just doesn't really work in season 5. And I still stand by that video. I guess he is kind of cool. Had a killer sea shanty. True. His sea shanty was quite sick. I admit it. I watched Callum getting tortured way more than I should have. Wait, what? You good? I missed the part where you ranked here, but why is Zubeia in F? Long story short, Zubeia could be Avizandum, but decides to be nothing. And everything that she does in every season is, oh no, I'm not feeling too well. I think I'm gonna sit this one out, guys. And that, like, on repeat. And so it's just like, Especially when you can contrast to like Avizandum, who genuinely feels like a threat to the people he doesn't like. And Solregum, of course. It's just Zubeia is... I don't like the way the character was done. It's like a car crash. You don't want to look at it, but you can't stop. But you can, though. You just don't click back onto the scene. It's quite simple. Like, you are going out of your way. A car crash is like, you know, you're going past it and you're like, oh, there it is. You know, I'm going to look at it. So if I'm watching season 5, I will watch the scene. But I'm not going out of my way to watch Callum get tortured. You know, there's a difference there. Kosmo, as a character, I think really cool. I think he's also done really well. There's still a lot to be done, and I think there is still a lot to explain in his character, but I think overall the way his story was done is really cool, and he feels like a character that we want to have more in the show. Sploosh, you have a serious problem. I agree. Astrid, on the other hand, is kind of like Kosmo, but less interesting because she has nothing that sets her apart. Because, okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna put the Elder in this as well. Because the Elder and Astrid fulfill the role of being celestial elves that, like, we're interacting with. But that's it. Where Kosmo has something that sets him apart from the other celestial elves. And obviously, he's kind of cheating because he has something that quite literally sets him apart. But I feel like they could have done something with Astrid that makes her more interesting as a character beyond being a celestial elf. And so for that, I'll put her around Andromeda. But Andromeda is cooler, so, you know. The Elder... I'm gonna put him, like, here, I guess. Maybe, like, less than Ibis. Because they don't really have anything that, you know, makes them interesting. Alright. We're getting to the end, guys. There aren't very many characters left. I'm gonna leave the best ones for last, obviously. Rayla is one of them. We'll do these. Opeli, super uninteresting character. The only scene that makes me interested in Opeli as a character is in Season 5. In this scene, I don't have a screenshot of it. When she's oh, I do have a screenshot of it. I lied. Is this right here? What in the world was going on here? What? This was like the most disturbing thing I've seen. My argument for liking Callum getting tortured is that every main character I've watched barely gets harm that has trauma behind it. Callum is scarred after that. That's true, but I wouldn't go back and watch it a bunch. Yes. Okay, this scene is just like, there's no, like, I don't know, man. This is such a weird scene. But Opeli as a character just feels a bit empty. I'd say she's probably better than... You know what? Actually, yeah, she's better than Ibis. Not better than Janai. Nah, I'm just gonna put her there. Corvus, again, really cool in the beginning because he really was leaning into the role of him being, you know, that hunter-trapper kind of guy, to then wanting to protect Ezrin, and then in season 4, 5, and 6, he just kind of does nothing, where he just kind of exists to go along with the good guys sometimes. And so, I don't know, it just doesn't work very well. I'd say he's probably cooler than these guys. Nah, he's probably like around Barius, I guess. Corvus kind of fell off. No, absolutely. I agree with you, Refi. Sorvis exists, but like, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna make a character more interesting because he's connected to a character I really like. Because I guess the way it's done is fine. We're not quite there yet. And Corvus, I think, is the weaker side of that. Right. Alyssa, I think, goes into this category of like characters that have a cool idea behind them, but we don't really get to see much. I think she does it really well, though, and I think we get to care about her impact a lot. We don't necessarily care about her as a character until season 6, but the impact she has is quite clear, and so that's going for her. Aanya, high tier, a high A tier. I'd say better than Aanya, because unlike Janai, she has a clear arc, very cool story. She also has a very clear character, I guess, and it feels like the way she reacts to things makes sense for her as a character. And I think that's something that was very good in the early seasons and less so in later ones. Alright, with that we also have Sarai. And I think Sarai is not quite as good. I'd say she's... does she deserve A? Maybe she's low A or high B. Because I think, again, Sarai very... like, she has very little screen time, but you care for her, you care for her impact. On Callum and Ezran, obviously. And on Harrow, for that matter. I guess she's kind of higher than... she's probably, like, above Gren. Maybe, like, above Cosmo, even, because she kind of matters. Aanya became side character for Janai. Yes, but I think even Aanya becoming a side character for Janai, in those scenes, I felt like I cared more about Aanya than I did about Janai. Because it felt like Aanya was the one that had to walk Janai through all of these steps. Like she was the one... no, I wouldn't say teaching Janai, but as if like she had already gone through a lot of those things and now wants to be with Janai in all of those steps, you know? And so I feel like that was done quite well. I think if Soren and Lissa get together again, it would be in Arc 3 or close to the end of Season 7. I don't think that they will. I think the best we will get is an end credit scene. Like, what I can see happening is that at the end of the show or whatever, or at least at the end of Soren's arc, he retires from being a crown guard and then decides to no longer want to spend his time fighting for something. No, that actually makes no sense for Soren as a character. Please don't do that, but I can see that happening regardless. And then he goes back to Lissa and lives with her. What I think would make more sense, though, is Soren trying to rebuild Catullus from the ground up, especially on the side of, like, what they fight for, because he has learned a lot, and he's, like, the main fighting force. Thank God. No, I would hate that a lot. I don't think it would make sense for Soren as a character, but I can see that happening. Soren don't even know where she is? Yeah. But he is with Corvus then, and Corvus is a tracker who then tracks down Lissa like a stalker, and then they go find her. I thought Lissa was dead? I don't think so. I think she just moved away. Yeah. Didn't they say to what kingdom she moved as well? I don't remember which one it would be, but I'm pretty sure... That sounds wrong. Well, it was supposed to. At least with Aanya, she had a purpose for being on screen since Janai's fight with Kareem was important. Yeah, no, I agree. I think she's from Durin. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, no, exactly. I think Aanya just... like, she felt like she was necessary in the scenes beyond just being there for Janai, you know? Lissa is in Delbar. No, you're right. Delbar. That, yep. I was about to say something that I should not have... okay, I'm glad I didn't say it. One of these is the king of Delbar. And, well, you know, Lissa probably has needs as well. Anyway, we're reaching that point now. We're reaching that point where Ithari is becoming is definitely going to be something we're going to talk about. But first, for the not celestial, Star Touch elves, we have the Merciful one. I'm thinking. Interesting as a character, we don't really know anything about her yet. She's called the Merciful one. Barely shows any mercy. We know, wait. I have to give you a reason why I'm putting Soren in S tier, Suzanne, okay? That I can't cheat. Like, okay, if we're being honest though, the Merciful one doesn't contribute to anything, right? But she is cool. So I'm going to put her at the lower side of these, like, characters. The Stern one, I would say, goes in the same category, but lower. Leola. We know barely anything about Leola, but I think, based on the fact that we know barely anything about her, and yet she's already this relevant, puts her above Berto. Because, honestly, it's just kind of, like, it's kind of crazy that we seem to know a lot about Leola, even though we've spent like half of the last episode getting to learn about her. Stern one is D? Oh, Fuzz, you have to go? Alright, yeah. I'll definitely, wait, you know what? I'm gonna open it right now, but I don't forget. Fuzzy. How do I get to your... I'm gonna quickly open this. Open a YouTube. Put in Fuzzy. So that we can... Oh, there we go. Under channel. Go on community. I made myself a proper editing channel. There we go. Oh, the editor. You have the tier list for the episodes. Alright, I'll find the tier list after. But yeah, I have it open now, so that's good. It's quite good. Hey, please read the reason why Athari should be in A tier. Okay. Stern one below Ellis. I agree with that. Below Florian. Below Callisto. I don't really care about the Stern one, to be honest. Alright. Now, Athari. Before I read what Sploosh said, I would unironically have put Athari in A tier. So if you're advocating A tier, let's read what we have here. My argument, this is by Sploosh, by the way. My argument for Athari being an S to A tier. Oh, S tier is crazy. In the short story, we're starting off with a short. Okay. In the short story, Luna Bloom, Rayla points out to Renan that she notices Athari feel bad and almost cries over the scars Renan comes back with from training. Aw. That is cute. Athari had some way of communicating with Rayla since she shoots the Banther. What? Since when she shoots the Banther, she mumbled, thanks Athari, showing that Athari still made her weapons and arrows and most likely took care of her when she was ghosted. I mean, weapons, okay. The other part, like, okay. Athari didn't want Rayla to be an assassin because he cared for herself, safety and well-being. Overall, Athari is sweet and deserves at least A tier. Okay. Huh. Those are interesting reasons. The reasons I would have put him in A is because as a character, he is the perfect counterbalance to Renan. And he has an actual role as a Moonshadow Elf. So it feels like him being a blacksmith already makes the Silver Grove feel more like an actual community than anything so far. Because obviously you can't live with just assassins, right? Like someone has to be doing other things in life. And Athari being a blacksmith kind of already creates that atmosphere of, okay, people have other things that they're doing. Also, the fact that he makes the weapons for all of the other guys, including Rayla, I think is a really cool way to connect Ithari with, like, I guess anything that happens with Moonshadow Elves. And just like you said, well, what did you say? Da-da-da. Yeah, so when Rayla shoots the Panther, she mumbles thanks Ithari. Yeah. Just things like that include him in the story. And I think that is really cool. Ithari's a pretty good character. I like him. Refi, that's pretty good. I'm gonna unrig the Kahoot now. No, I actually agree with you. And originally, my theory would have been way cooler because I still think that Ithari helped build the Prison of AARAVOS, and I think that would have been a much cooler story for the Prison of AARAVOS. You are going to say, well, Ithari can't live that long. Well, I raise you the fact that Ithari is kind of sick, and he might be a different breed of Moonshadow Elf that lives a lot longer. The same as Runan. How that entirely works, I don't know. Actually, not the same as Runan. But Runan was the first person he found that he fell in love with. There you go. Ithari plus Runan reunion would be adorable. I hope that happens. That's the only cope theory I want to believe. It's not even a cope. It is a cope theory. It is the first... I think it's the first or second video I put out on the channel, and there's still Spellbreak gameplay. And for those of you who don't know, Spellbreak is so old now that it no longer exists. But yeah. I think Ithari is just like a really beautifully written character. So yeah. And now we get to the final characters. I'm going to do it in this order here. Okay, first up, Kareem. I think Kareem deserves A tier because he, as a character, is super annoying. I hate everything he stands for, but he does it in such a way that makes me care about him because I hate him. And that already is something. Because you see, you could have a character that I disagree with. Like, for example, I don't know, let's take... I don't know, who's an interesting character? Kasef, you know? I don't really agree with Kasef either, but I don't care about him. I don't care about him enough to put him higher than C. Kareem, on the other hand, I do care about him because I really don't like him. And so, yeah. I'm just going to put him in A tier because I think he actively contributes to the plot. He single-handedly carries the Sunfire plot of season 5 and 6 on his back. Like, no joke. Because without him actively going after things, it would be so boring to watch Janai and Amaya just like passively react to things happening in the kingdom. And that is, I think, something really important for characters in general. It's just a general thing in writing for those of you who want to write stories or movies or whatever. The characters that you make need to be doing things. And the things that they are doing needs to come out of personal motivation. And so in a lot of movies, for example, that you watch and you feel like, like, what was that? Is a lot of the time because the main character is simply reacting to what is happening to them. And that's not very interesting. Because it's characters that go out of their way to try to actively attain goals that makes them interesting. And Kareem does that amazingly. That being said, I don't like him, but he's better than Sol Regum, and he's probably better than... To be fair, he's better than Amaya. I've said it. Okay, didn't Lujanne say that she felt 300 years worth of tension melting off of her? Yes. The question has been if that was meant metaphorically or literally. Obviously not literally, but like metaphorically in a literal sense or metaphorical in a purely metaphorical way, if that makes any sense. Because yes, the lifespan is supposed to be around 100 years, like Sploosh said, but yeah, we don't. Why did you put Callum last? Dragon Prince fan. I'm here to tell you right now that Callum is a trash character that honestly is maybe the worst that has ever existed in any show. No, because these last characters I haven't rated yet. Here, I can actually put them down if that helps you. But yeah. No. All of these are not in F tier. I've always put the characters that I was currently rating in the F tier. And these are the last characters I'm rating. That's why. Don't worry. I don't actually hate them. As for Ezrin though, this is one of the characters I was thinking about already yesterday, how I'm going to rate them, because I don't like Ezrin as a character, and I feel like he makes less sense than Aanya, and yet I feel like I can't put him much lower than A because of what he has been through. It feels kind of mean to him, but at the same time I shouldn't care about that. And yeah, Ezrin's character just is there. I agree. In season 3, I think he had an interesting start. And then season 4, 5, and 6, he purely exists. And for that reason, I'm going to put him in B. I personally feel like they didn't really know what to do with him beyond season 3, because they had the story with him being king, and they already very quickly, again, this shows that it doesn't need to take a lot of time to get this across very well, so you don't need more episodes, but very early on in season 3, we already get this very clear representation of how it is difficult for Ezrin to be the king and this young, right? And so we can do that very quickly, but then in season 4, 5, and 6, he is going through that again, which still, like, humanly speaking, that makes sense. You know, he's still that young and he still has to be king and whatever, but at the same time, just nominate someone else to be king and, like, be an advisor or something. Like, there's no reason for you to be doing what you're doing if it's that difficult. And they don't portray it as well as they did before, because I personally think they don't try to as much, because it would feel like a repeat of early season 3. So yeah, I feel like they tried to change the way his character is portrayed by keeping the same conflict he is in. And through that, I think it doesn't work. Sploosh is right. Ezrin's character, they did say season 7 would be Ezrin heavy. I have heard that, and I'm super worried about that, to be honest, because I don't know if they will be able to do that well. Because I think the way that it could work is the same way it happened in season 3, but they already did it in season 3. Alright, we went from kid to hardened king, that's about it. Yeah. But not even, because then it's all about, like, oh, but you are still a kid. But, like, yeah, like, that's, I don't know, I don't like that plot line at all. I don't know, I'm just gonna put Ezrin lower. I'm gonna put him lower than Vinegarin. But I can't put him under Barius. I feel like he's more important than Barius, so yeah. They could have given him a lot less screen time and just said he is very busy as king as an excuse. Yeah. Yeah, I think then you would run into the problem of one of the main characters not being in the show as much anymore. I think what would have been a very easy and good fix would have been to keep him as more of a child, to have him be a contrast to Aanya. Because right now, Aanya and Ezrin kind of fill the same role of, like, they are child leaders who are unreasonably supposed to be acting super mature for their age. And so if Ezrin kind of captured that more childlike sense, maybe even with Zim, because Zim is also still like, I think he's like a teenager in Dragon Years or whatever. I think that could have been a lot more interesting. And then contrast that with Aanya, and through that, letting their relationship grow so that Aanya can see what it's like being a child again, and kind of have that sort of part of her character come back. And Ezrin can learn a lot more about what it actually means to be a leader. And I think what even would have helped is for him to have assigned, let's say, Opeli as the acting leader. Or maybe even change the way that Catullus, like, monarchy works, so that it's focused more around a council. How much did you miss? I guess, like, not that much. I mean, to be honest, like, there are a ton of characters we still have to do, right? No. Yeah, don't worry. You can always watch it back. A random TDP fan. The main point is, right now, when we looked at characters, we were looking if they were better than WARLON, which is every character. And then if they were better than the irrelevant pets, then if they were better than Nyx, wait, where's Nyx at? I can't, oh, Nyx, if they were better than Nyx or not? And then for this one, it was mostly based around, like, Andromeda / these pets. And then top tier, you know. But yeah, right now we only have 3 in S tier, a few in A tier, and a lot of them are... Okay, to be fair, when you look at this, by the way, these last 4 characters we haven't rated yet. When you look at this, you can see it's a bit bottom heavy, but that is because there are a lot of characters in the show, and obviously the show can't be focused around every character, so not every character is very good. Bait Supreme, don't dare put him below S tier. Alright. We talked about Ezrin. Now we get to Bait. And Bait is factually the best part of Ezrin. And I agree, he deserves, at least he would be the highest of these, but I think he's a level above definitely the Baitlings, and probably Berto as well. Because Bait was the first and ultimate comic relief pet. Don't worry, Bait. Oh yeah, no. These aren't in F. I put all of the characters that I was currently rating in F, just to, like, you know, not have them be down here, but yeah, these were the last characters, so you can't see that there would be more. Yeah, Bait deserves S, probably bottom S, because, again, Bait isn't really a character in that sense, but what he does is, like, just... He does what he needs to do very well, and he makes scenes funny just by being there, and there are, like, certain repeat jokes, like the whole flashing thing, that just make sense for him as a character. I will say... In the last season, even, I think season 5 got a Bait moment. But in the last season, they kind of just forgot that Bait exists, I think. Because they focused a little bit too much on the Baitlings, and I think that's sad. But I won't blame Bait for that. Bait gets forgotten too much. Yeah, I actually agree with that. I think they forget that Bait exists as a character, especially once the Baitlings came. Because, I mean, he's obviously like a small addition, but I think just like with these pets, just having a small addition, like a pet that can react to things. My brother just came into my room and was making like the weirdest faces. Anyway. Just having like pets that can react to things that are happening and are like background characters that matter in a way, I feel like adds a lot to scenes and adds a lot of character to things. So yeah, it's kind of cool. The Baitlings overtook him, but not in my rating, so that's all that matters. Bait is the first character shown in every episode. He is a god. In every episode is no, but in the first episode, Is he the first thing we see? No, we see Callum first, right? I guess we see the marshmallow monster first. Yeah, so, yeah. Alright, now we get to Rayla, and I have named an entire issue in the show after her, because I just refer to it as the Rayla problem. And Deco actually says it quite well. Season 1 to 3 Rayla is S tier, Season 4 to 6 is B tier. And I completely agree with that. Season 1 to 3, Rayla is a very active character. Which, again, with Kareem, we've learned, whereas Kareem, very good. Be an active character. But Rayla has the added benefit of being a good character. Rayla is not better than Ithari or Renan. Hot take. I think that is a hot take, but I do agree with you. Personally, I think right under... Okay, putting her under, like, Kareem will probably get some people mad. But hear me out. The reason this is the case is because Kareem in his entire story is actively going towards his goal. And it makes sense in the story for what Kareem is doing. Rayla, on the other hand, we need to, you know what? We need to pull for Rayla. Here, we'll do S. We'll just do the normal stuff. S, A, B, and C. This is for Rayla, by the way. I forgot to add the name. But yeah. You're allowed to vote. I will say my opinion. Bay comes on screen and says, boom. Oh, okay, right. You're right. Bay is in the beginning of every episode. And he falls down and he has the roar. Rayla overall A. I agree. But I don't think she's high A. Do you think the gang and Runan and others will help fight AARAVOS and Callum will use dark magic third time? What I think will happen unironically is that they will originally go to Katalis to try to save Katalis, find out what happened, see that AARAVOS is freed, feel like they need to fight AARAVOS, and then find out that AARAVOS doesn't actually want to fight them, but the Star Touch Elves, and then they will end up helping AARAVOS. Which sounds crazy, but like they won't be fighting with AARAVOS, they will just be fighting for the same goal as AARAVOS. But they will make it very clear that they don't like each other, if that makes sense. That's like a very quick general way of how I think the Season 7 will go. Rayla Arc 1 is S tier, in my opinion. Rayla Arc 2 is A tier. I wouldn't even... Arc 2, I would put her in B. Just because Season 4, her character feels so ridiculous almost, because everything we built up is seemingly gone because of the decision she makes in a graphic novel. And that sucks and makes no sense and goes against the character that was built up in Season 1 to 3. And I need you to understand that, right? Because the character that was built up was that she was struggling with exactly that she felt like she always had to go after things by herself and like fix the problems herself, the thing that she does in episode 1 and all throughout Season 1, continues to do in, what is it, Season 2 and Season 3, and all throughout. The whole point is that Callum is trying to teach her, you don't have to do this alone. And you do actually have a team with you now, and you can trust us. And then they even, you know, get together and everything. And so that, in, like, the decision as a concept goes against the core character that was built up in the seasons before. And Season 4 has to fix that problem. And so I think season 4 Rayla, like, there was nothing you could do to make her work without making it seem like, oh yeah, by the way, my decision to leave was just completely wrong, and just like have her completely apologize and be like, oh yeah, what I did was completely wrong, and just like kind of reset her character again. But since they didn't want to do that, season 4 Rayla could never be good. Alright, you guys were saying stuff about the book. I was saying that Rayla seems to have some personality. The problem isn't her leaving Callum. Through the Moon should have been the first episode of season 4. No, I don't think Through the Moon should have existed. Bro, Finn is so Hey Finn. That's my brother. I don't think Through the Moon should have happened at all. I think it could happen if we build up towards it, but the way it worked makes no sense, and it goes against it. Okay, in my very controversial opinion, Rayla in season 4 is not very great. I agree with that. Absolutely. It really should have, though. Alright, Finn, explain to me why. No, how do I want to phrase this? Name me in 3 words why it was a good decision for Through the Moon to happen. So he hasn't watched the show that far, and he doesn't actually know what it is, but... But yeah, no, I don't even think it should have been the first episode of season 4. I'm so mad they didn't include Through the Moon novel events in the actual show. Yes. Yes, I think that should have... they definitely should have done something with that. But again... I just read his comment. Okay. But again, I don't think it should have happened at all. Alright, easy. The 3 words. Poggy Woggy Yippee. Yeah, no, you're right about that. Gotta go, guest to hear bio. Alright, Viren, see you. You can see the rest later, but thank you so much for joining this whole time already. Do you think Himdale will help AARAVOS and she will reappear in season 7? No and yes. Help AARAVOS? Actually, probably. Reappear in season 7? Yes. I guess so, yeah. Yes to both. I don't think it'd be better if we see what happened in the show. No, I don't think it would have been better if we see what happened in the show itself. I just think the thing itself was kind of not good. Blind, did you put me in? Oh, wait, I'm blind. Did you put me in? No, I didn't yet. No, I haven't. I said this before, I'll say it again. The amount of problems in this show that could be solved in therapy are monumental. True. Very, very true. At chat, who would you say is the biggest nerd here? Sorry, I meant the biggest show enjoyer. I can make a whole video essay about Through the Moon making sense. As in that Through the Moon does make sense? I wouldn't be interested in that. And I think the biggest thing that could advocate for it is just the fact that that's what Rayla has been fighting with, that she always felt like she had to solve things by herself, and she felt like she was protecting Callum. But again, that doesn't work because that's the entire arc she went through already to not... Can we move on? Yes, sorry, we should move on. Callum, I'm gonna put in... higher A tier, I think. Does Callum deserve S tier, yay or nay? We just speedrun Soren and Callum to get to the Kahoot. Yeah, no, we kind of do actually at this point. Callum, I think he deserves S tier, but probably lowest S tier because he's not quite bait levels of like... Nah, he's way better than bait, I guess. But Callum is kind of just... a great protagonist. And I think he handles everything great. And I think even though there are a lot of writing missteps, the way Callum's character is carried throughout those missteps still works. And I think that is a monumental thing to be able to do as a character. And I think there's not that much more to say to it. Obviously, we could talk about that a lot more, but I don't think we need to. I would like a video like that. I'm definitely going to be making a video on the whole Rayla thing at some point. So, yeah. Cause Callum below Viren, cause Raylan. Rallum? What? Raylan? Nah, yeah, I think Viren just has a stronger overall story than... Actually, no, he doesn't. Callum does. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, the Crowlord is a bit of a meme, like, in here. I just really like the Crowlord for some reason. Oh yeah. Finally. Very solid main character. Yeah, I agree. Soren is just the perfect character. What more do you need? He is the most human character out of all of the characters because I think the way he is portrayed, making decisions that he makes the most sense. And okay, maybe the most sense is a controversial take, but I think the fact that the way he's portrayed is good is not that controversial. And for me, he's just an S tier because, and like the top of S tier, because if every character would react or act to things the way Soren does, I think the show in of itself would feel a lot more, how do I put this, like tangible and realistic in a sense. By the way, the poll for, I don't even remember what this was at this point. I think it was Rayla. Ended with 44% on A, and that's what we put her at. A few people voted C, which is kind of crazy to me. But yeah. Soren just genuinely feels so authentic. Exactly. Like every part of Soren. Like, you could say, sure, his arc in season 4 and 5 is weak. I agree with that. But even though the arc is weak, the character himself is so true to his character that it still works well enough. I would have liked them to do more with it, but yeah. So sad, I gotta go. When will we streaming it? I stream every week, usually Fridays or Saturdays. If you want, there's a Discord in the description as well. You can join there. Also for everyone else watching that hasn't heard me say that yet. And I will be posting in Discord is probably the easiest way to see when I will be streaming. And probably the easiest way to contact me in general. And we also have like art competitions and generally people talking about all sorts of things, Dragon Prince related or not. But yeah, we're just gonna, I think we're done with the tier list though. And so now we're gonna leave it at this. All right, bye, random TDP fan. Thank you so much for saying here. I feel for Soren, but probably Corvus is gonna die. I do agree that Soren is not going to die because Soren is always going to be alive in our hearts. However, it is likely that a character like Soren or Corvus could die. Alright, looking at this tier list, am I happy with it? I think so. Honestly, I did a few adjustments throughout, but I think I'm pretty happy with this. Like, I feel like if I would rate it again, I would probably end up with something like this. I think the only thing that might change is Nathan being in D. I'm going to leave him in F because... But yeah, this is what it looks like. I will post it on a community thing. I'll post it on Twitter as well. I'm very interested to see what you guys think about it. Is it almost Kahoot time? Yes, it is almost Kahoot time. Indeed. The first thing, Fuzzy wanted us to react to his tier list quickly. I'm trying to find the tier list right now. I don't know how long ago it was. Was it 3 months ago? That seems crazy. I'm at 3 months. Because I saw that they did one for... Oh, wait. Ah, okay. Character tier list. Alright, if we take a look at their tier list. Oh my god. Alright. We have... I think it's the same tier list in general. You have to leave in less than... Yeah, no. We should be done very soon. Don't worry. Aanya, Ibis. Ibis in this high, really. Sparkle Puff as well. I like Ava. I don't know if he ordered it like within the tiers. I tried to order it within the tiers. But yeah. No, like, I agree with not this. Why is Elmer down here? What? That's crazy. Some of this is fine. Where's Soren at? That's my biggest question. I saw Tristan, but that's not Soren. Is Soren up here, technically? Like, am I missing part of the... Wait, I'm gonna check if I'm missing part of the picture. No, I don't think so. I think this is it. Wait, am I blind? I don't even want to look down here, because if Soren is down here, it's messed up. I don't see him. Okay, well, the fact that I don't instantly... How Soren is... Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, this is an interesting tier list. Okay, I feel like the categories are obviously a bit different to what we did. And I think it's a lot more based on just like, oh, do I like this character or not? We try to do a bit less of that, but it's fair to also have just like fully bias. If it's ordered within the tiers, this is a crazy tier list. Having Zubeia this high is nutty. Like, and Via's this low is also like low-key criminal. But, you know, to each their own, I guess. It's cropped wrong, like Callum Raylo also missing. Yeah, I did check though, and it doesn't... Oh, wait! Oh, okay, wait. There's another one. Up to season? What? Okay, wait, there's another one here. Wait, that's not the full picture. I'll get the picture. Give me a sec. Open image. Here we go. All right. I like Corvus. Okay. Maybe this has... No, this also doesn't have the characters I need. Wait, I just... Perrin. That's an interesting one. I didn't think of that. The Jailer, meh. Boo for... Okay, wait. No, it's fine. It's all personal preference. This is fine. Yeah, okay. I think there's some missing, and it was cropped weirdly, sadly. This would be interesting to see. I'm guessing they're in the highest tier, which is deserved. So yeah, but I mean, overall, yeah, like I said, this is a very, like, it's based mostly around, like, how much you like the character, and that's fair. I think that's something you're allowed to do. Maybe click the full picture if you're pulling them from Twitter. No, it's on YouTube thing. I tried to get the full thing. Don't worry. I didn't find it though, unfortunately. But I mean, no, I did find it. This is the full thing. Like, I clicked on it as much as you can. All right. So this is my tier. I'm gonna share on whatever as well. We can talk about it more there. But before Sploosh leaves, we need to do two things. One, Wordle. Right here. It is time to show all of you that we are in fact the Wordle goats. And for this... Wait, actually tiers. Because we're doing a tier list, this is going to be our first word. And ladies and gentlemen, watch it be the word of... Really? Huh. Okay. That did not work very well. I gotta go. It was very fun. See you guys someday, hopefully. Yes, okay. See you guys. See you as well. Thank you so much for joining as well and sharing your thoughts. That was honestly very cool. Drain because I'm drained. Oh, drain. Okay, yeah. Drain because I'm drained after cross country. All right, we'll do that as our next word. Also, for those of you who want to stay, what is Wordle? All right, it's just like a daily game where there's a word. You type in a word with 5 letters. And then if it's yellow, that means it is part of the correct word, but in the wrong spot. And if it's green, that means it's correct letter, correct spot. And then you have, how many guesses is this? Like 6 guesses. So now we know there is an R in the word, but it's not here. We're going to try drain. We're reusing the I, which we know is not in, but we're getting the other ones, so that's fine. And drain. What? Okay, Sploosh, do you know what the word is? Huh? Wait, I'm like... I mean, we know it's drawn at this point, right? It can't be anything else. Wait, what? So again, so we know the R wasn't here. And so now the R was correct here, and so we know all of this is correct. We just need to find the last letter here, and the only thing that makes sense is W. But yeah, Sploosh apparently got it like 1 off first try. That's kind of crazy. All right, if I wouldn't have just put in a random guess there, we would have gotten in 2 tries again. What? I'm crying laughing on the floor of my... No, honestly, that is crazy. All right, well, we did Wordle. Yeah, we did Wordle. The final thing we will do on the stream, for everyone that is watching, if you know Kahoot, what we will be doing now is Sploosh actually created a Kahoot. I should probably not show the questions yet. And for those of you who want to, we'll be playing a Kahoot. You all can join on your own devices. All you have to do is go onto the website for Kahoot. There'll be a code that will be shown on screen, and then there'll be a question on screen, and then you tap on the answer on your own screen. That makes no sense. Like, you need to have 2 screens, technically. One to see the question, one to answer, if that makes sense. So the question will be on my stream, and wait, I'm quickly checking. Is this working? All right, this seems good. All right, I think this works right now. All right, so everyone that wants to, here you have the room pin. All you have to do is type it in. I will be joining myself, actually, as well, because I haven't seen this one. This was created by Sploosh, and yeah, I'll join myself. I'll quickly go to the toilet as well. And so while you guys are joining in, also please just have your name be something normal. But yeah, you're all welcome to join. Bait is king. We have 1 already. Wait. Kahoot. I'm joining on my phone. Give me a second. You're not really interested? That is fine. Emperor Sploosh. Yeah, for those of you who want to join, you're very welcome to. If you don't want to, you can just watch or, yeah, I mean, this is the last thing we'll be doing on stream. All right. 7365. What's my name? Hey. Alright, I need to change my avatar because we all know it has to be the moose. Oh, that's not the moose. The moose with the disguise. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly give you a few... How do I join? So all you have to do is, just like it says here, if you have the Kahoot app, you can do it there. But if you go onto this website right here, all you have to do is type in this code, and then you will be able to join. So if you're watching this on anything other than your phone, you can join on your phone. If you're watching this on your computer, you can just join on a different tab on your computer if you want. It's really TDP lore with 4 questions being about hay. Alright, so most of it is the Dragon Prince related. And I looked through some of the questions, but I didn't see any of the answers that were allowed for it. But yeah, there are a few that are more related to my channel, but yeah. This will be interesting. Wait, just give me a second though. I need to quickly go to the toilet. All right. We have an insane amount of people who joined. This is kind of crazy. How many people are watching right now? What? Hayes Kahoot is starting now. Oh yeah. Okay, he put it in the Discord. This is kind of crazy. Thank you guys so much. I genuinely had on the toilet like a moment of reflection where I'm like, I've been yapping about this like show for the past almost 3 hours at this point, and for some reason there is a huge amount of people who are listening to me, and that is so crazy. So yeah, thank you guys so much for, I mean, not only the support on the videos, but also this is just insane to me. So yeah, I called 13 people for these questions, and some are from Glowing Hay Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but I'm like, on a serious note, this is beyond crazy. I streamed before just gaming stuff, and that was fun and all, but like this is something else. All right, I'm just gonna all right, I did the tactical thing of muting myself accidentally. I don't know when I muted myself, but it happened. All right, we're gonna keep it at this amount of people though. 12 sounds like a good number. If anyone wants to join, you better join in the next bit. I think you can join throughout anyway. But yeah. Again, the stuff will come up on the screen here, and all you have to do is you need to go to this website on whatever device, type in this code, type in your name, you're good. All right. That should be it. I'm excited. I haven't played this one, by the way. Sploosh and Splat TDP questionnaire. Alrighty. What do Terry's farts smell like? I'm sorry to Okay, wait, my stream just froze for a bit. I think it's struggling with this. Hey, Terry's farts, what do they smell like? We have petrichor, vanilla, lavender, tree breath is a crazy answer. We have 11 answers already. I'll wait till we have 12. You have a few more seconds, don't worry. Try to do it off the top of your head. Don't, like, cheat, if that makes any sense. We already have 11 answers, so... For the 12th person... Okay, we have... Oh! Everyone got it right except one. Well, we'll never know who it is, because we're just gonna go next, and... Sploosh got it first. Jellybug got a second. By the way, the quicker you get your answer, the more points you would get if you get it correct. So you have to always, you know... On the one hand, you need to go quick. On the other hand, you need to get it correct. So, yeah. What is Ezrin's new hairstyle modeled after? Wait, I was actually, like, for a second, I was like, wait, what? I had to think what Ezrin looks like. 11 answers. All right. We have Callum O'Pelly, his dad, King Harrow, or Lord Viren. Honestly, modeling your hair after Lord Viren is kind of not a bad thing. Like, his hair is kind of good, especially for how old he is. Like, his hairline is doing quite well. My hairline, on the other hand, well, you'll never know. There we go. Okay, everyone got this one. Everyone got this one. Sploosh still ahead, Jellybug, Dino, not enough, Soren Supreme. I know, I like this. Alright, alright. Is someone AFK? No, I think they just answer a bit later. That's fine. You should have gone for the head. What did AARAVOS tell Queen Kessa? You should have gone for the head. I shall avenge my child. I swallowed her. You suck at ruling. For those of you who are unaware, it's red. It's quite famous as well. Right afterwards, AARAVOS snaps his fingers and like half of Zadia just disappears. But it doesn't like dust away, it just genuinely like poofs. There, okay. We all got this one. Sploosh, it better get more difficult than this. Alright, Sploosh is still ahead. It's still very close though. Spares on a streak. Where was Rayla before beginning her journey back to Catullus? Wait. Wait, what? Scumport Yoram. Yo, don't leak? Is it? No, okay, this is a good question. I like this. Because you could technically know this. The thing is, no. Scrumford. By the way, Urim is also a friend of mine, that's why. I think it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, it is, or whoever didn't answer. I guessed green. So if you want to join me in that, I don't know if it's correct, but I think it should be. I mean, it makes sense, right? All right, I'll wait till 60, and then if you haven't answered yet, I'll probably just skip it. All right, we'll skip for now. It is. Oh, 2 people voted Silver Grove. Okay, this one was good. It was good. Oh, not an elf. Dino on a streak right now. Okay, it is getting close though. Double points. All right, you guys better get this one. What is Athari's favorite flower? All right, lock in, lock in. Wait. I actually might have gotten this wrong. This one is weirdly difficult. We have the Runan Rose, Moonflower, Sunset Violets, or Luna Blooms. I said it during stream. Now, I think I know what it is, but... I will say, though... How am I supposed to know this? Dino, I don't know, man. Just... Okay, the thing is... all of these options seem realistic, except one. And so that does make it more difficult. But I think I know which one it is. Oh, we have... wait, 12 answers? Wait, someone joined. Alright, again, I'll wait till 70 this time. Alright, 70? Luna Bloom. Okay, the Runan Rose and Moonflowers. Oh, no one went for this one. 8 got it correct, though. Double points. Let's see what happens here. Oh! Sploosh. Hey, man. How's it going there? Hey sucks at Wordle and needs us to help him every... Okay. I mean, I got one yellow with my first guess. So, like, I don't know. I did okay, I would say. I don't need help I'd say I'm fine, right? Right, guys? This is rigged? No, it does seem to be a bit. 11 answers. Well, I just gotta admit it. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if it gets... we'll wait till 90. We'll wait till 85. Give him a bit. Oh, okay. Who voted? Okay, whoever voted false. I just want to say you are the winner in my heart. Yeah. Guy, I'm only 80 off though. Hey, but this is weirdly close. You want to like not? Do you want to? True. Sorry. I'll remember your guys' answers. Don't worry about it. Who created the Sun Primal Stones? This one is 2. Don't worry. Okay, so some of them will have multiple answers. I had to think about this one though. I don't... Really? Did they? I mean, I guessed it correctly, but... Where is that said? Is that in one of the short stories? That's interesting. The gap is close. Sewer rat is crazy. It's not true, actually. Is it not? Well, I'd be curious what the source would be on that, but I mean, I believe it. What is the name of the stone? What is the name of the stone that Ezran uses to summon Domina Profundus? Leola unicorns created them. Did they create all of them? I know this one because, well, you know, I need to know these things. Yeah, I thought you guys would get this one wrong. There we go. No, it is a Siren Stone. It is the one, in my opinion, it is the one stone that makes the least amount of sense in its name. But Siren Stones are... Isn't that in general what the name is for... I guess the ocean version of moon opals. What are they, like, magic crystals or whatever? Sol Regum created the sun ones. Okay. I believe it. I don't know though for sure. Why are you 100 points ahead? It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, it's close though between Hay and... Well, not Hay and me. Between Sploosh and I, but... Hey, what are the names of Rex Igneus's doormen? Okay, I should know this because I just rated them, but like... But do I know this? Alright, we have Abium and Gert. Terbium and Chert. Lurbium and Dirt. That's honestly cool. And Serbium and Lurt. This, honestly, I think this will trip up the most people. Really? 7 of you got it right. Okay. This one is probably the funniest, though. Alright, alright. Ooh, guys. Sewer Rat and Soren Supreme. Alright, alright. I had the most fun with this one. No, those names were actually really cool. The Glowing Halor. What is Hames? I'm so... If you know, you know. Remember me. Sorry, I've been very busy recently. If you don't remember me, it's okay. Random edits. I think I do? At least I remember the name. Alright, if you were there in like what was this? 3 streams ago or something? You would know the answer to this, but yeah. That's it's Glowing Halor, so you know, if you don't get this one right, don't worry about it too much. Yeah. Hames is the ship name for the Glowing Hay and Real James. I am just hoping and praying that Real James does not know about this. It's the best question yet. Okay, making an Soren's... Okay, honestly, we should just let Soren Supreme win. Alright. Is AARAVOS the only Star Touch mage? I don't follow... Okay, this is an interesting question because... Star Touch... Give me a second. I need to do something really quick. I don't believe this. And I'm gonna check something. We're gonna go on the wiki right now. We're gonna check AARAVOS. Huh. This shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there. He's an archmage, as well as dark magic. It is currently unclear how he acquired this. Uh-huh. Do you want to tell me where it says that he's the only one? Do you wanna... I'm cackling behind my screen. Uh-huh. That's interesting. I'm gonna see if it's somewhere in... Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm gonna see if it's anywhere here. That's interesting. I don't see anything about him being the only mage. That's weird. This is a phenomenally powerful archmage. You know what? We're gonna do a bit more research here. Star mages are extremely rare. Okay. Only one may be born in centuries. Star magic and most celestial magic. It allows Star Touch Elves. Arcanum. Gems. Oh yeah, the gem for the thing is according to AARAVOS. Huh! I think it's in Star Touch Elf subject as a whole. Okay. Star Touch Elves. We'll go here. Star Touch Mages, one born. It doesn't say anywhere that he's the only one. But okay, you know what? I'm going to decide to believe you. Nope, scroll. Is it? Is it somewhere here? No, it's not here. Abilities? No. Weak? No. Culture, AARAVOS saying that they can become fallen stars. Star Touch Elves governed by a council. Council consists of Merciful and Soren, one of those three others. Composed constellations such as Star Touch Elf. I'm gonna choose to believe you on this one, but I got it wrong, so I'm a bit. I don't know about that. Anyway, back to this. No, okay. Where does Dragang name come from? What? Wait. Who? Deco said something. Viola was a mage. She created powerful stones. All the Star Touch Elves are mages. Not necessarily. I will say that. Hey, I wrote it's not confirmed because being a Star Touch Elf doesn't necessarily mean that you're a mage, and that distinction I'm willing to say is fine, but I'm not sure that it says for sure that AARAVOS is the only one. But for now he's the only one, and that's fine. Alright, Dragon, you're right, Beliola is probably a mage. Her creating primal stones. There's no shot, right? The name is from Alice's fanmade group called Gang, which is. Okay. No, yeah, no, it does actually make sense. For those of you who don't know, Aaron Ihaz, he's one of the co-creators. He worked on Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is going extremely well for me right now. Do you guys want to like not get points for a second? Just, you know, just for me. Who killed King Harrow? Do we know for sure? Wait, is it? Wait. Do I have the Moon book? I think I do. Pretty sure I do. Here's an... No, like... I think it's Rayla, obviously, but, you know. Remember, hey, this is... No. The other question... I'm not saying that all of these are... Wait, but is it... We're not needed to give some explanation to Ezra and Callum. Yeah, I'm curious how that's gonna go when Renan actually interacts. I think... Now thinking about it, like even the scene where he just comes back, I feel like Callum should have reacted a bit to the fact that it's Renan. I feel like I kind of forgot that like Renan killed, you know. Next question is straight up cursed. All right, we'll wait till 70. right? It is Runan. Okay, okay, I got it right. Okay, we're back. We're back. What is Leola's relationship biologically to Sir Sparklepuff? Okay, but aren't all of these, like, aren't these two technically included in this? That's like, the silence is crazy. Yeah, but like, if you're half siblings, aren't you technically still siblings? And you're technically also half siblings? Is AARAVOS the mother? Wait. 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 You're actually... Wait a minute. They said that if his... They said it was his bow that killed the king. Yeah, yeah, okay. That makes sense. But... think about it. What if Score, apparently his name is, took the bow and then killed? What if that's like Runan's copium? Where they're like, bro, you killed my dad. And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. Someone else took my bow. Okay, I feel like half siblings should be included. So whoever picked this, you won in my eyes as well, but maternal half siblings is crazy. Maternal means mother. I hope you know this. And that would mean that they have the same mother. And I'm pretty sure AARAVOS would not... I mean... maybe. How did Rayla get Finnegrin's favor coin from? Oh, dear. I don't know this. Also, the fact that you didn't have Yellowbeak on yellow and Red Feather on red is a bit sad to me. But, you know, OCD. I'm laughing, crying in my chair. Yeah. I'll be honest, I have not spent any time looking into what happened during the time between season 4 and 5, season 3 and 4. So this is not my strong suit. I guessed. Also, it's Finnegrin, by the way. Just gonna... You lose points for that, sploosh. I heavily believe Leela was adopted by AARAVOS. Or she's a gift from the universe for him. Ah, that's an interesting take. Again, adopted would mean she has other parents, but that's... Or mitosis. Yeah, we don't really know how the reproduction of Star Touch elves works, which is a crazy sentence to have said out loud, but here we are. Alright, I'm gonna wait till 40. Alright. No! No! I got this one correct. No! Wait, what? Stop! Who's this? Chill. Anyway, next one. Glowing Halo time. Who is the COVID one? COVID one is a joke made by the creators to explain why Damien gave humans COVID as their punishment for using dark magic. Is AARAVOS' daughter's nickname given? Okay, I don't know what the correct answer to this is, because I feel like the COVID one is more of an abstract idea. A joke made by the creators is crazy, though. Imagine if the creators knew about the COVID one. No, I actually don't want to imagine that. That would be kind of sad. I hope they don't know about the COVID one. Alright, I'll wait till, let's see, 70. If you don't know, just pick one. It honestly, like, you have a 1 in 4 chance. Technically a 1 in 3 because one of them is pretty easy to eliminate. So, you know, 33? It's not bad. I have tears of joy. That's worth it. Okay. I for a second, I thought I picked this one, and I was really worried. No, guys, you have to understand, the COVID one is one of the Startouch elves, and what happened was, because Viren used dark magic, the COVID one gave Soren COVID and he died of it. These lore questions are the best. Yeah. I think... Imagine if I make a video on the COVID one and the creators watch it. Alright, okay, there we go. Back to what it should be. What is Rayla's nickname? To Runan. Moonberry? Junior Assassin is crazy? Little Blade? Layla. Little Rayla is Layla. I like that. Alright, so this is Runan's nickname for Rayla. In case the question wasn't phrased in a way that you understood. So this is not what Rayla calls Runan, because that would be a bit worrying. But yeah, this is... The answer is in the graphic novel Blood Moon Huntress, I believe. It can't be mitosis. Why she was born with only one horn? If it was mitosis, it would be an exact copy. I'm gonna believe you. You see, there was one subject in school, because yes, Hay went to school, that I did not like more than any other subject, and that was biology. And so the first chance I got to get rid of any subject to no longer have to learn it, I chose biology. So mitosis and meiosis I only know because of my friends who had biology. I never actually had to learn that. But to be fair, it could have, like, I'm assuming that, like, cancer or whatever, if, like, something would have mutated, it could be different. Alright, we're just gonna skip for now, because it's quite... yeah, that's what I guessed. Uh-huh. Don't look at the score. Just, you know. When is the first canon time when Rayla Willing went in water? This is actually interesting. She has never gone into water willingly. Because, technically, she didn't want to. Oh, wait, no, I didn't see this. Oh, I don't know, this could be the answer. I haven't read, what's it, Blood Moon Huntress, so I own... Y'all, this is saying if the stories are canon. The stories should be canon, I think. Alright, well then, based on that, I already know I'm incorrect, so GG. Yeah, no, but I got all of the, like, outside content up to... Yeah, that's tough, that's tough. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but up to the... What's it? Through the Moon, I got all of the extra stuff. And then after that, because I was so frustrated with what they did, I was like, I don't want to contribute to them making more of the story happen in outside material. And to be fair, I'm just broke, so, you know. You're back. What's the code? Yeah, the code is 7365. You can join. The score is that I'm first right now. Don't look at the scoreboard, actually. Glowing Hay lore. What word made the greatest Wordle clutch in Hay history? Alright, if you don't know this... If you don't know this, then you're not a real fan. I think this happened, what, 2 streams ago? Or was it last time? I don't remember. This was maybe the craziest pick. 3 streams ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, if you weren't there to know, again, you just have to guess. It's fine. Like, yeah. But if you were an avid Hay watcher, you would know this. So really, it's on you. All right, I'll wait till 70. I didn't even know what his word. No, yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's like a daily game though, and so we play it every week on stream at the end of the stream. All right, we'll skip though. The word was hay, and the correct word was nay, but since we picked hay first, it was only 1 off, and it was like the weirdest coincidence. Both of these are... Nah, this one is not that good, but this one is a good word for Wordle in general. But like, let me up. 20 of 23, okay. What happened to King Ahling? This is a crazy option. I picked nay. Yeah, that's fair. No, so yeah, the question was just like what the suggestion was, and no, it's okay though. Still stuck in a coma like a loser is crazy. No, I know, but like the way you phrase this is crazy. And no, I didn't know, to be fair. I got it wrong, okay? Don't laugh. First make fun of the answer and this is the correct one. Where is she buried? Do we know? I'm just gonna guess. I don't know the answer to this. Oh, not confirmed, just theorized about? Okay, buddy. Alright, well, what do you think is the best theory? I think it's Ocean Point, because Ocean Point is the coolest spot of all, and everything answer is Ocean Point. Whenever you need an answer for your theory, you just go to... Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm making fun of a theory now, which is not very nice to do. I know. That's not a very nice thing to do. Everyone is allowed to... The bones in the sea of the cast out. The bones in the sea of the cast out are actually confirmed to be Leola's. Which is why AARAVOS was crying over the sea of the cast out, because that's where Leola got sent to. That's the sea of the cast out was created by the creator of her hitting Zadia and then him crying over that crater. That's just for some... Doesn't mean that this couldn't be the answer. I need to leave soon. Okay, we'll skip this then. Ruins of Alar... Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Honestly, this would have been my other guess. So it's a fair theory. I think it's a little more realistic than other theories I've seen. What instrument does Claudia play? Ooh. Alright, this one you need to know. I'm saying because this is the one I do know, and, you know, there have been a few that I don't. Damn, this is still going on. Okay, Dino, chill. Yeah, there are 2 more questions. This one and then 1 more. A is begging that he... No, I know I got this right. Unless you got the answer wrong. I know I have this right. Alright, I'm gonna wait till 200 and then I'll skip. Easy. Yeah, okay, no, you are correct. No, the ocarina is a... I guess it's similar enough to the flute for me to understand that you would get it wrong, but yeah. I'm never wrong, not in Kahoot at least. You made this one, like, don't even. Alright, double points, last question, let's go. Final question, who is the superior Dragon Prince YouTuber? Lock it in. I want to see everything on blue. Everything on blue, please. Who is real James? I don't know. Honestly, I'd be asking the same question. Gaming Goji, I heard they only make... what's it? Videos on the other thing. Glowing Hay, there we go. Random TP fan, you got this one right. Well done. I'll wait till 90. I'm gonna guess everything is correct, by the way. Okay, imagine not everything is... Yeah, okay. Well done, well done. Interesting. No, I'm joking. Of course you're lying. Like, it doesn't... I'm joking. I am third. Let's go. You have the most interesting opinions that aren't black and white. Also, don't know 2 of them. I'm guessing you know Real James. So, Gaming Goji also has some really out-of-the-box theories, I think. They're quite interesting. They also make videos on Godzilla. That's what it's called. Alright, this is it for the stream though. This is what we have. Sunflower, you got 2nd place, technically 1st because Sploosh already knew all the answers. Well done to you. You even beat me. I don't know who it is, obviously. That's fine. But yeah, well done to everyone that played. Thank you so much as well. This was a lot of fun. Like, no, unironically, I have a lot of fun doing these streams and you guys are the reason for that. Yeah, so if you guys want to make Kahoots for me to play on stream with you guys, you're very welcome to. Or blue kits or whatever, I heard that's a thing. Other than that, you can join the Discord in the description. Video coming out on Tuesday again. Wait, I'll give you a sneak peek at the current... I feel like I might change the thumbnail a bit. But the current working thumbnail is... There we go. I don't know. I don't really like it that much. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll see. Maybe I'll change up the thumbnail. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about the location of where the key of AARAVOS goes to. Apart from that, thank you guys so much. It is not Ilarian. Actually, you know what? It's not Ilarian. I agree with you. Thank you guys so much for watching and chatting, and it's not Ocean Point. Playing the Kahoot and going through this entire thing. It's been 3.5 hours almost. I have been yapping about this show, and you guys for some reason are still watching. So yeah, that is incredible to me. Either way, that is it for me for today. I'll be back on Tuesday with a video, Friday with a video, hopefully, and then either Friday or Saturday, I will let you guys know then with another stream. We'll see what we'll be doing then. Maybe we'll be doing a tier list of the episodes. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye.